Hello and welcome to a plus one shot. We are playing Splinters of Faith tonight. Welcomed by my lovely team of players. We got a full cast tonight. Splinters of Faith is made by Frog God Games and Necromancer Games. Originally a Pathfinder game that they also converted over to 5th edition. So, yeah, we've been playing that for a while now. Our team is currently at the bottom of a ziggurat, and hopefully they will soon have their weapon ready to fight an even greater menacing evil.
Now we're gonna leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And can't figure out how to drink this one, so he's not interested anymore.
As you go up the stairs, you realize you've entered into a room that looks exactly like the floor you're currently on.
Wow.
Funny that.
What?
Yeah, so you go up the stairs again, and you're on the same floor. It's amazing. It's like you can't leave this floor. It's so weird.
It's amazing.
This has just become a horror game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, oh,
Don't
well,
like
I'm
it.
scared.
I'm down.
Very cool. When we last left our team, we had, I believe you had entered into a room, been blasted with holy light, nearly killed half the team, I think, and you decided to rest. And unfortunately, you were going to be attacked, but I did some reading and realized that the thing that was attacking you shouldn't have been leaving its area. So I kind of retconned that, and you were all able to take a, I think you went with a short rest because you weren't sure what else was here.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody has taken a short rest. Yeah. What would you all like to do?
Go get my tea.
Okay.
Okay.
But we can't leave this floor. I believe I was going to... Oh, go ahead.
I would say we also figured out that the light trap
Dimming.
was sprung.
Yeah, I
we
was going to
didn't
go
realize
over and
that
look
it
at it
was
with Arcana.
yeah.
Mhm. Sure, you wanted to check it with Arcana?
Yeah, I can do that. Hey.
A 10? Yeah, 10's good enough. You can tell that it's a trap of some sort, right? You sort of knew that. It's a proximity, so as it's once you get close enough, once you enter within its range, it is somewhere or another sort of takes a reading of your alignment and whether or not it hurts you.
Mm-hmm.
But you also, 10 is still good enough. You can recognize the energy for another pulse, would say, is not there.
Mm-hmm.
It will. It's starting to build up, but currently it is not enough to hurt you.
Yeah. Just to double check. You're seeing that
What
as
about a
10?
19?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I guess there was something and I thought that was 19.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, 19 definitely tells you, that you have maybe another hour, maybe a little bit more, probably not 2 hours. So
Sure.
the first blast, you got hit and then you took a short rest, which was an hour. So yeah, it's like a 2, maybe a little bit more of a refresh time before it'll strike again.
Well, we got a little time to go explore down there if we want to do that. Chances are whatever falls behind us is going to get wrecked too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if anything comes after you, it would definitely. I mean, as long as it's not, if it's lawful, it would be fine.
Mm.
But
At the very least, there's no knoll going through here.
That we know of.
That's true. Could be lawful evil somewhere in there.
Speaking of which, when Myrna looks over her shoulder, the two gnolls, or not gnolls, the two kobolds are still slightly following her.
She lets them. She's just like, oh,
Almost
you
dead.
guys. Don't
Should
get
have had
hurt.
them check the light.
Oh my god.
Like, what's in this room? They just come flying out like ragdoll, Well, it's one trap found.
Who needs a
Those
10-foot
fuck-
pole?
Those fuckers would have exploded.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna canary the kobolds. Oh my gosh.
It's,
Well, that's why we had them around.
Call them
Oh my
dungeon.
God.
We call them dungeon chickens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. No. They have names. We can't treat them poorly.
What are their names? What are their names? You have 5 seconds.
I'm pretty sure they have
3,
names.
2, 1. They are fodder.
Oh my god. I cleaned
That's it.
or I didn't clean my desk and my D&D notebook is MIA right now. But I'm sure they have names.
You can't
Sure.
remember your friends' names. They're not your friends. They are
That's not
expendable.
That's not true.
Sure
Many
it is.
Probably
people have
true.
considered me a friend despite never knowing my name for like 15 years.
They're not really your friends. If we were in like a life or death situation, like, quick, tell me your friends' names. I'm like, yeah, Michelle, Patrick, Philip, Denitra, Charles. Like, who's that guy? I don't fucking know. Get rid of him. I don't know him.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like Monty Python, when you're asked, you just forget, like favorite color.
Blue, yellow.
There's the one guy, like somebody on the streets, and he literally like runs up to someone and is like, for $5, name a woman. And they're like,
Yeah.
what? Name a woman for $5. Quick, name a woman, quick. And they're like, any woman? Yes, any woman. Name a woman.
Heidi Klum.
And just
The Rock.
Could have been her name.
yeah, could have even been themselves, and they couldn't name a woman.
Yeah, see,
love
look,
that.
sometimes that pressure gets to you. Okay.
Michelle. Plus, in this day and age, you never know.
Yep. But I guess we can go explore. It looks like this thing is set to go at the entrance of this area, not like the whole thing.
Yeah,
Or does it
well,
like radiate from there?
it sort of radiates. If you were able
Okay.
theoretically to like teleport in the middle, you would still get hit.
Right. Okay. So this whole area is trapped, basically. Okay. Well, we can look through it, but we got to come back within about an hour.
Or I'll just blast again. All
I
right.
mean, we could always just take the blast again, but
Ugh.
I
I don't know about you, but it really hurt.
it did.
As you can see into the room, as you know, you're closer and whatnot, you can tell that this place is lit up by a golden sun that illuminates the room. That seems to glow like the sun.
Does it look like the thing that we cleared off on top of the structure, or is it just a bright orb?
No, this is the one you cleared off was sort of like a clear, like ball of force orb type thing. This one is gold and made to look like the sun. The light it's a spell cast on it to create light. It is not creating the light itself.
If
Oh.
we stole this, how much do you think it would be worth?
How big is it? Can we steal it? Is it?
You don't
is
have
it-
to answer that.
It's pretty big, but it is like attached to the ceiling, and it's I know you can walk on the ceiling, but
So am I. Yeah.
but it would be pretty heavy. I mean, at least the outer layer of it is gold, so.
I just want you to know that presented with two different questions. You answered the one about size and ignored the other one. Just
About
wanted to
worth?
let you know. Yeah.
Because I was like, depending on how big it is, we could just Katamari it out of here, right?
Sure.
Mhm.
But
What
Land is thinking is that- what is down there? There looks to be some pillars. I mean, whatever. I'm just gonna start walking that way if it doesn't seem immediately dangerous.
I'll
I'm
describe.
not gonna
the-
go too far though. Yeah.
So this ornate chamber, you can tell has seen better days. There's a lot of like, not like wear and tear. Like nothing seems to have been in here, like damage wise. It's just sort of like time. Faded murals depict a shimmering sphere above the summit, which is the thing you cleaned off in the beginning. The sphere like reflects the room's light. You see gold and silver embellishments on the walls and on the fluted columns that hold up the ceiling. And there's also a thick layer of dust that just sort of seems to cover everything in here. At the
Okay.
far end is a white stone altar draped in ashen silk that sits atop a raised dais. And there is a 30-foot tall marble statue of a hawk-headed man behind the altar. And this heavily muscled statue has the mane of a lion and holds a golden staff with blue striping high above the altar, pointing.
How much do you think this staff is worth?
Uh,
I'm kidding.
$2.
it doesn't look like a functional staff. It looks like just part of a statue.
Yeah, Susie just said it was gold.
There are two questions that will always be asked. How much is it worth? And are they hot? Objectively.
Yeah.
How big is it?
And
How big is it?
And sometimes third question, and what is their name?
That should be the first one.
Nah.
I'm not
Land's
worried about
gonna.
their name if I'm
Yeah,
stealing their
what is
stuff.
the orb's name?
Yeah, what is the
Orb.
orb's name?
The orb.
Oh no, it's fine.
Orby.
Or
Orby. Orbius. Yeah.
I like that better.
I like Orbius.
Orbius.
What
Yeah,
about
it's
Orbits?
Orbin time.
Orbert.
Orbit.
Yeah, it's just Orbin all over. But
Mhm.
Land's gonna try and use his brain.
Mhm.
And kind of nudge Sunny like, is that like a, you think that's like a god or something? I'm not really good at these. But I'll try.
Are any of us good at like magic and religion?
One, not the other.
I feel like that guy might have left.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
he's just
I
helping
miss his
somebody else.
bird for a long time. He fell in love with her. He's never coming back.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
Hey,
So for
like an angel or
the religion, from what you've seen elsewhere in this temple, some stuff has been destroyed. You would believe that the figure, hawk-headed with a lion's mane, is sort of the animal spirit, I guess you could say, of the not the temple, not the god, because the temple is to the sun god, a monitor. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but the person who is depicted in the murals, the one who wielded the scepter of faiths before.
Gotcha.
Oh man,
All right,
they're
well.
not nearly as cool as that guy.
No, but I think maybe we should put the thing on the thing. You get what I'm saying?
The thing on the thing.
Put the thing on the thing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave it here for a little bit. I count 50, 45 minutes, something like that, before another pulse. Maybe we just got to catch a pulse. Yeah, that's like a wave, isn't it?
You notice that the statue, like it has like the staff that it's raising, seems to be pulsing with like a radiant, a holy energy.
Hmm.
Boom, boom, boom.
Huh. Well, there's a altar like thing, and there is the thing in his hand. Right. Those are two different places.
Yeah, the staff
Yeah.
is in his hand, like raised up, kind of glowing. It's it could be said it might be an attack pose.
Sure.
And then
Well.
yes, there is the large white stone altar.
Well, I guess we don't seem to be in immediate danger. We can leave it here, see if it triggers it.
Are you walking up to the altar?
know.
I noticed your character's still kind of at the entrance. I was curious. Are you walking up?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if it looks like we're not in any immediate danger, he'll go as far as like there, so just to be able to see.
As the one holding it, Sonny will walk up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell that the statue, sort of, like it doesn't move, but you get the feeling that it is sort of looking at you. When you get up to
I get
the
that
altar,
feeling about everyone.
as you approach the altar, you notice that there is a kopish, which is a curved short sword, and a gold sheath encrusted with sapphires resting on the altar.
Well, Sonny, Does it look like it's gonna hurt you if you touch it? Does it feel menacing?
Do you feel menaced?
Is Kopesh?
Not usually, but I'm bad at reading these kinds of situations.
Sunny's gaydar is broken.
Inanimate objects, sexual? What? I don't know.
I think a sword can be gay.
Construct sexual.
Yeah.
Construsexual.
Sexual.
Did we make that up? Probably. Who knows?
Who knows?
It's like a
Probably
robosexual,
not,
right?
technically.
Yeah,
Who's
probably
gonna tell
not.
us we didn't?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
The internet.
Well, if it does blast you, I could help out, but I don't know. If we're gonna put it on the altar, that thing has to go.
True. Maybe
Put that
it's
thing
like,
back where it came from, or so help me.
Hey. I'll Indiana Jones it, I'll try to switch the Kopesh out for the
Okay. Okay.
for
cool.
the
For the scepter.
the alphabet annihilator.
The Dampier Destroyer.
It's got so many names.
Yeah.
It's the alphabet annihilator at this point.
Okay. So you kind of crouch down, get low. You've got the
Get low.
mace in one hand, looking at the sword, like, not that you can really change the weight of either objects, but you sort of like roll the mace on with one hand and use the other hand to pick up the Kopesh. You're like, oh, and then
Explode.
you hear in a feminine voice, unhand me. What are you doing? Who do you think you are?
Does Sunny did anybody else hear that?
Yes, Alan can hear, and I guess Tita can hear as well.
Mm-hmm.
Duh?
Oh,
That's
I was
not in
just
your head.
I was just making sure it wasn't like when I put the armor on the first time and I heard laughing.
You tell me about that? I think you didn't tell me about that.
I don't even remember at this point.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, probably.
I mean, it hasn't done its since, so I figured it was nothing.
Just a passing chuckle. It's fine.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, what is the voice saying now?
Like it's sort of like not sputtering, but like
Indignant.
Yes, indignant.
Yeah.
That's the word. Just sort of like half sentences and not fully formed words. What are you? What are you doing? Put me down. What do you think you're doing?
Apologies, miss. We're on a quest to reforge a magical weapon. We don't have the clearest of instructions, so going by the mural, we thought that perhaps the weapon needed to be imbued with the light of this place. And this does look like an altar, so
Looks very comfortable, yeah.
I apologize. I shall return you immediately, and he'll put it back down.
It's too late to apologize.
The Kopesh is like, you just startled me. That's all. I understand. But do I see before me? Is that? Well, I mean, I guess it's a little different, but is that the Scepter of Faiths I see?
It is.
Are you two friends?
Well, I mean, this is a new form. I had not seen it before, but I can
Are you two friends?
see it.
So
What?
Did Myrna and Ridiel not hear because they're far away?
Yes.
Okay. I'm closer now.
So you
On the
just hear,
ceiling.
they hear like Lan and Sony like muttering pretty much like.
Wah.
What's all this then?
What is all this?
We met a sassy sword.
Oh.
Yes, I was here. I was present when the first Scepter of Faiths was created and blessed in this very temple. So yes, I do know.
Could you tell us what? Do you remember what they did to Blake the sword? Looking at the staff.
Oh yes. It was put on the altar under the shining orb, the the pillar of force where the light would condense and drop to the bottom of this chamber.
Doc, can you turn that thing off so I don't hurt?
Who? What do you? Oh yes, yes. And
We're wrong. We're the wrong flavor of good, apparently.
you can tell that the sword says a few magical words, and the staff of the statue dims. The radiant energy seems to sort of dissipate and fade away into the room.
I'm gonna be
I
that
have,
guy.
yes, I've stopped the statue from being aggressive. So
Alright.
Oh man, I was gonna ask first. I was gonna try and just memorize what she said. Just a stupid little thing.
okay, yep, you
That's it.
now
Just turn it
know
on
the
and off.
command word for the statue.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the statue is not the same as the trap.
Yeah, sure.
The statue the statue would have attacked you for a different reason.
Right. No, he just heard a magic word and he went, I need to know what that is. That's it.
Yes, now you do. Now you know the words. So yeah, the Kopesh tells you that you just have to place it in the altar under the gathering of the sunlight for 4 days.
4
is-
days.
Non-negotiable.
Unfortunately, not. It takes 4 of the noonday suns to give it enough radiant energy.
Hmm.
Can we Sunny can cast like radiant energy, right? So we could just like amp that up.
No, she
I don't have that kind of juice. Thank you, though.
Oh.
I'm like a 30-watt bulb. We're talking about the sun.
1.21 gigawatts.
1.20 gigawatts.
There's like a pun here. Then shall I can't read my own writing.
Uh-huh.
Emanators.
Ah.
Midday suns pour forth like
Mhm.
water. Also, it's the 4th one on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, so what you're saying is this is not where we need to leave the scepter, is it?
Correct. This is
Kind
not
of
the right.
points in the opposite direction, like towards the north in this configuration.
Yes, it is in the glorious room opposite the stairs.
Oh yeah, that room is pretty glorious. We can't get in there though.
But why not?
That's locked.
It's locked. Just unlock it.
With what? You got a
Yeah.
key?
No, I'm a sword. I don't have keys.
I mean, you're talking, so you're obviously better than most swords.
Well, yes, of course I am. I am, but I'm an intelligence sword. I don't have hands. I can't use keys.
Can you talk to the scepter? Like, you guys used to go steady?
No, I cannot.
Oh.
She prefers swords that probably talk.
Or sheaths that don't.
Inappropriate.
Yeah. Well, ma'am, that's basically all we're here to do. You're just saying just unlock the door and it'll be in there.
Yes. Can be with you if you would like. I don't mind. I'm here trying to rebuild the scepter. I would definitely willing to help.
What else is in there?
Nothing. It's
No
literally
more
just
traps?
no. None that I know of. No.
I mean, we're like the only people you've seen in like a long time, right?
Well, no. I mean, yes. I guess it has been. It's been some time. I was here when they created the ritual last time, and then after they came back from. Why am I forgetting his name? Shah Rasalt, the person. So this isn't the sword talking. This is me talking. Shah Rasalt.
Can't tell the difference. You have the same voice.
I'm so sorry. Shah Result is the one who fought Akrul way back when.
Mhm.
And
Aku?
this
Mhm.
is essentially his temple. Like, he's the leader of the temple, but he's not the god. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. And the
Yeah, like a
falcon-headed
priest or a bishop or something.
Yes.
Maybe.
So, and the falcon-headed, lion-maned statues are in reference to him, not to the sun god.
Right.
So, just
Okay.
so. So then, yeah. So the sword tells you the story of that she was here for the creation of the Scepter of Faiths, and after the Great War, when they came back and they celebrated in these halls, she has seen the final scepter. Or no, she has not seen the final scepter when they came back. It was never brought back here because it was in the temple where you found it originally.
Gotcha.
Mm.
So she has
Well-
only ever seen it at this point and to the next stage in which it gets upgraded. She tells you she knows the story and she knows the ritual, but she had not seen it. And then after the party here, and time went on, and she remembers Rassault leading this temple, and then the followers started to decline. And then things just kind of got quiet for a while. And then you all showed up.
Huh. Well, we are reforging the scepter. Because, yeah, there's a threat that threatens. Should have used a different word there. Anyway, threat that threatens the realm once again. So, if you're willing to join us,
I don't see why not. How can I be of service against a cruel?
Can we fight with you?
Well, I think I am a fairly sharp sword, if I do say so myself.
When's the last time you've been serviced, ma'am?
Oh,
You can
well,
ask a lady then.
very.
I think it's a perfectly valid question to ask a sword, but
I can't let Monty have all of the jokes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time you were serviced, Denitra?
what?
5 minutes
Denitra or Myrna?
started.
Either or.
Listen,
Yes.
Myrna was in college. That
Yeah,
happened
so-
a lot.
Yeah, Myrna went to college, so
she says that she was not used in battle, so she has not really ever been dulled. And looking at the sword, I mean, Sunny being a sort of a weapons master would look at it and realize that the edge is still fairly honed. It is a sharp sword.
Mhm.
nice. Well, nice. Disregard my my question. I was just curious since you're down here.
Well, I mean, you can travel with any one of us. Out of game, I don't remember a Kopesh. I want to say it's like a scimitar and a light weapon.
I
So,
think so. I think, yeah, 'cause it's
Ida.
just a curved short sword, which is...
Oh, it's got like the straight part, and then it's got the little
Mhm.
whoosh at the end.
Yeah, it's like a
Kinda
Kind of
question
like a
mark.
sickle sword.
Yeah. Yeah, so it
Yeah.
should be one of those. So like a scimitar, short sword.
Cool.
So I think it's mostly Tita and I, but I don't get that close, and I got a +2 rapier, so I'm all right. Plus,
How
I
well
would
is-
never use that in ever use her in battle. No way.
Depends on how well it's better than Flame On.
Mm-hmm. You got 2 hands.
dual wielding.
Oh well, you can't. Well, yeah, because you have to punch.
I
I
do
don't
you
know
want
the
to give up
rules
the
about
punching?
Wow, punching's pretty good.
Give up
Wait.
punching.
Every once in a while, I could give her uppies, and she could be animated.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's-
say, can somebody catch Mage Hand and then the Mage Hand?
I could just make her a dancing weapon with my animating performance, and then she'd just cut people on her own.
Hey,
That would be interesting. Yeah.
that sounds really cool.
And yeah,
But-
anything that any bonuses that she has that are better than your weapon, I would
Mhm.
let you keep the sword's weapon stats. Yeah.
But if she's already talking, does that not mean she's already animated?
No, she's not animated. She's intelligent.
Practically the same
There's
thing.
a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has mental stats, no physical stats. His spell would
Mhm.
basically give her physical stats. So yeah, that'd be cool.
Sure. Well, I mean, she can just be around because she doesn't have to be on my person to be animated. So
Yeah.
as long as no one is wearing her. That's weird. That's weird to say.
Hmm.
Just a smidge.
Yeah. Okay. So, knowing this about she knows what the ritual is.
Mhm.
Do you want to head back up to the hallway, or there are the two side halls as well?
What do you think as far as time? Lan was trying to keep track of it. He's not amazing at it, but we had about an hour. It's still going to go off because the trap was not the statue. So,
Mhm.
what do you think?
I'd say walking in the room, talking to him has taken maybe half an hour.
Mhm.
The brief history lesson and whatnot. So I'd say you still have a little under an hour to go. A couple more things if you want to either like explore or talk to her
Right.
more.
I want to go this way.
Yeah, we could do both at the same time, probably. So, we can just kind of look in that direction, keep in mind the time, and be ready to book it. We
Uh,
need to get out of this area.
so as you sort of head towards that hallway, she goes, "Oh, that way leads to the vaults of the honored. That is where Master Result is buried and those of his party."
What about the
How
other
many were in the
direction?
party?
The other way is the tombs of the virtuous, more of his followers. Well, Amator's followers, I should say. One of which is
Hmm.
Mr. Result. Are
Do you-
more down that way.
Do you think anyone would care if we borrowed some of their stuff?
I would care. I would very much care. Don't
Huh.
you? You said you were here to reforge the swords. Don't tell me you are also grave robbers. I don't see how.
Well, no.
No, none
That's
of
that's why I
that.
said borrow, not take.
Well, how
Like,
when
Would they maybe been buried with like potions and things that they don't necessarily need anymore?
I
We
don't.
might to
That's
save
not
the realm.
technically grave robbing.
No, they would be buried like royalty.
So, are there any other
So yes.
really cool pieces of masterworks like you who are buried with the warriors?
There's a momentary pause, and she's like, I'm not sure. They would have just been buried in their finest. I admit I don't know exactly what each of them would have been adorned with.
Are you a little pissed off you were just left here? Haven't you been super
Mhm.
bored?
No. I remember when we were. I remember being around and the ceremonies and the worships and everything. And then I don't know. I guess I dozed off for a little bit.
Understandable.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, no grave robbing. We're just trying to make sure that we do the job that we have been set out to do, efficiently without any casualties. So, yeah, any help that we can get would definitely be appreciated. But we will not mess with the vaults if there's nothing that can aid in our, vampire slaying adventure.
I mean, do they? I mean, let's take a step back here, right? So what? I mean, so they had stuff that to fight a cruel.
Mm-hmm.
So, and since you're here, you're kind of the guardian, so to speak, of their graves.
Mm-hmm.
So if they had anything that was maybe useful that could help the rest of us. Right now, all we have is a scepter, right? So there's one of us, or there's one scepter to the 5 of us.
No,
Yeah.
there is nothing else like the scepter in this world.
So there's nothing else that could help us combat or help defend against a cruel. What I'm saying is, if there was something like that, and you gave us permission to borrow whenever we brought you back to your resting place, we could also return the items that we borrowed just to help get rid of the greater evil.
I see what you're saying, and yes, that makes sense. But no, I don't believe you would find anything like that in their graves. There was not, it's been a while since from the time
Wow.
from the Great War against a cruel to their passing.
See, this is why I say some time's elapsed, but the problem is it works the same. It sucks. It works exactly the same.
What's buried up north?
Sorry?
Like all the way up down this hall, the other direction, complete other direction.
Past the ritual room, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
What's down
ossuary?
there? Yeah.
Oh, it's again the same thing. Those are some of the clergy and family and
They didn't
such.
seem very nice.
That is their final resting place.
I think some of them are moving around.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what would be over there.
Oh, okay. So
Well-
if things are around there, you're gonna be fine with us like beating it up and putting it back in its resting place, right?
If something were to attack you while stopping you, then yes, I would gladly help.
Okay. Just making sure we're all on the same page.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I would.
Otherwise,
like
we're
to
just
see
gonna leave you here.
I mean, this is
Yeah.
my home. I don't take offense to that.
Yeah, well, let's just say, being as respectful as possible, it would take probably too long to remove their finery. So we probably should just let them be. Most
But you'll
likely.
actually like snort laughs when he says it that way.
Try not to get the sword angry. So maybe we just try and figure out this door.
Yeah. Dita kind of like scuffs her feet as she's like walking back up.
There's
Opens
always a
up
party
wall.
after we defeat him. She
There's that
says there
guy
was a party.
There's a guy upstairs too, so I mean, yeah, that's fine. Loot that body. Loot that body.
So yeah, Lan will start going back towards the door then, just
Okay.
to get out of the hurt field.
Yeah. Baby, don't hurt me.
Mhm.
No
Please. Like any higher roll, and I just died, I think.
Yeah.
more. If I didn't,
Mhm.
if I would have failed the roll, I would have fell over.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're not good enough for you, Beam.
Let me see. I remember telling you about the door, and it was like covered. It was sealed. It had wax to
Yes.
seal both the center line and the edges. I'm trying to see.
Yeah,
if
and
there's
we were
anything
like-
else.
I do remember the wax, and I think that's why we were like, you know what? Let's look everywhere else first. In the first place we went had hands, and so we stopped. Not literally. Yeah. Figuratively had hands.
Duh.
Yeah. And so yeah, it's just there's some like arcane sigils that are sort of written into the door in a sort of a dark paint color. Maybe once was red. And then wax that seals all the edge of it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I will ask this Kopesh her name before I start looking at these runes, and maybe she can look at them
Skip
with
that
me.
part.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to her, but I should stop calling her sword.
Pashora.
Sure.
I love
Kopashora.
that.
Mm-hmm. Easier to remember that way. Maybe the co is silent. So for sure. I'm gonna try and figure out how to open this door.
Just open
Assuming
it.
you don't know anything.
Uh,
Well,
She looks
Yeah.
at it. Well, looks is a
yeah.
strange word, but can sense what it is and is like, oh, there's I sense a little bit of magic behind this. I'm sure you can as well.
Yeah.
But it seems to be a simple ceiling, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what they were trying to seal.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something else in there.
Yeah. Does it? Okay. So, rolling Arcana, can it help me try and open this thing?
Yes.
Okay. Then I shall. Okay. Well, this is fine.
Yeah. Good
Uh,
rolls.
Yeah, you can see the spell that was used. It's a darker magic. Like a tending towards the evil side.
It's ripe. Okay.
Yes. And it appears to just be a seal,
Mhm.
a sealing spell that would whatever happened
By
inside.
the seashore.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened inside would remain inside,
Yay.
Yeah. Inside, not outside. Okay.
so that whatever creature, if something was created inside, it couldn't, whether or not it could break the doors or pass through the doors, the seal would prevent it from being able to do such a thing.
So it would be easier to get into from the outside then.
Yes.
It's the
Yeah.
only thing in.
The wax is more symbolic of the spell than like actually sealing. So a sword would allow you to cut through it. A torch would cause it to melt away. And the sealing spell, once the wax is melted or cut, the sealing spell would be a fairly simple, little. Not I say dispel magic, but not even an actual casting of the spell. Just sort
Sure.
of some working on the strings of arcane energy.
Okay. Well, I
Video knocks
relay
on the
that.
door. Is anyone in there?
No response.
Like,
I
well,
grab
it's
up.
worth a try.
I grab my sword and say Ignis, and I just start, because cutting was
Whoa.
one and fire's the other, right?
Mhm.
So that's double the effort, double the fun for the wax
that
seal
works.
of fun.
Yep. And you're able to cut through it fairly easily. It melts quickly under the blade. Yeah. There doesn't seem to be any ramifications for doing such a thing.
Well, looks like we can go in.
Probably heavy boys up front and girls. Da. Just in case something's right beside this door.
Marching orders.
Still on
Now
the
here-
ceiling.
Mhm.
I'll say, did Radio walk down to knock on the door or knock on the top of the door?
Just knock on the top of the door.
Isn't the ceiling like super tall in this part of the
Yeah.
thing though?
Yeah, it's a fairly high. It's it's probably only like 25 feet high.
Don't fall.
Yeah, pushing
Knock,
the doors
knock.
open.
Here's an A.
As you pull, what does it say? Yeah, as you push the doors open, you can feel the light of the sun just wash over you, and the room is just covered in light. Right, light. It's almost as if you were outside at this point. The light cascades over everything, and you can feel a wave of air coming over you. I'm not sure if you remember this, but last time this whole floor feels muggy or stifling. There's not enough air getting down here. With the opening of the doors, you can feel that air rush through and sort of not only cleanse the room it's in, but you feel it wash over you and sort of pass through you almost in a mystical sense.
Well, that's fun. Doesn't look to be anything else in
Where's
there.
my SPF?
So you notice that in the center is that same tube of force filled with sunlight, and what does it say? So you see in front of you a white stone altar directly beneath the 10-foot diameter hole in the ceiling, and that's the only object in this room. The hole is the lowest end of the hollow force pillar that supports the morning tide sphere, the thing that's at the very top of this temple. And on the back of said altar, you notice a mostly disintegrated remains of a skeletal figure.
So that's the guy.
Oh,
What guy?
oh.
Previous guy.
Maybe you're right
Previous
about the
quest guy?
sunscreen.
Do you approach?
Yes, I'm gonna walk forward.
Just send a kobold first.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, hold this thing and walk
Just
forward.
inside the door. Just to see it.
Are kobolds sensitive to like sunlight?
Probably.
Probably.
I'm not 100% sure. Sunny, as you get closer, you can see that the person is wearing like tattered robes of like a dark brown, almost black color with sort of like a red lining. Has a symbol that you may have noticed on the floor above, and not in a good way.
Oh.
You're the snake fucker.
Oh. Do they have boobs?
You say boobs or boots?
Boobs.
Female? No.
The snake. Oh, shame. No, I meant the snake.
Not interested now.
Yeah. I meant the snake.
Okay. But you notice that there is a fairly nice sort of like ceremonial hand axe resting in the skull of the person on the altar.
Oh.
They're not moving otherwise, they're just
Just sort of slumped over with an axe in its head. And give me
Way
a
to go.
perception roll.
Okay.
They're in the middle?
Yeah, the A part is where the tube of light comes down from the top, and that's where the sunlight is coming down from.
And that's where the dead
24.
person is.
Yes. Yeah, the tube of light drops light down into this altar. Sunny, as you're getting closer, you notice that on the altar there is a sort of a basin-like object, something that you could place something in. And you also notice that the skeletal remain has a rather fancy-looking ring.
So you'll get closer. He's wary. He's like, this is not the first time a skeleton has tried to jump scare me. I will not be caught unaware. Oh, actually, yeah. Do the flail detect any undead in this room?
Nope, there are no undead in this room.
Okay. In which case, Sonny, when he gets up to the altar, he will gingerly remove the skeleton from the apparatus.
Okay. And by gingerly, you mean just like shove its head off so it falls off?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
shush.
No, he like picks it up and like try not to be disrespectful in case that's the fucking trap action.
Gotcha.
Oh,
yeah.
you've disturbed my corpse. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, no, you're able to take it off the altar with no problems.
You just lay it out on the floor and put the whipamajig in there.
Put the scepter in there.
Yeah, I'll put him right in there.
Okay. Yeah, as you do so, the Pashora says, yes, that is the ceremony. All we need now is the noonday sun to bless it.
4 times.
Yes, it will take 4 days.
Anybody have
Ugh.
cards?
So, someone needs to go tell the people because we told them to seal us off after like 3.
Yeah, we'll have to go tell them that.
Yeah.
I'll
Hey,
do it.
Kobold!
The sword asks, what do you mean be sealed? Who would seal this place?
There was some bad things that was above the floor. Like,
Yeah, some nasty moved
this temple-
in upstairs.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but this temple was corrupted before we got down to this floor. And, yeah, we got rid of a lot of bad things on the way down. So, you're welcome.
It's like a
Okay.
flesh room. It was really nasty. With
But
eye stalks.
you've managed to you've managed to purify the temple, correct? On your way down?
Like, rub all the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like whatever evil force you're talking about, you've cleared that. Okay.
Well,
Not magically. We just killed everything we saw that was bad.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. Yeah, as long as you've whatever evil, whatever this thing was a believer in, as long as they are all dead, that is fine.
So
Well,
he'll
that's
take the
enough.
whip out of the thing for a minute. Like, wait a minute.
Take the what?
He'll take the flail out of the.
I thought you said
thing
the
for a
whip.
second.
Yeah.
What are you?
It-
Do you know what
it's
it
it's
is?
Well,
he's
Get rid of all of them.
yeah, exactly. He goes, hold on a minute.
yeah. There's still gnolls in here.
Are we sure we cleared out the floor above us? Because we kind of went in a very linear pattern from the stairs
I mean,
to here
And we could
because
always
of
do
all
that afterwards.
all of the snakes.
Yeah.
What'll happen if
Nothing good, I imagine. If there's a corrupted part of the hose or the pipe work for light, it's not going to work.
The
right.
room directly above
makes it
you,
spicy?
it was
Mhm.
the flesh hewn wall.
Yeah.
And you did kill that and release it. So far, with the exception of maybe no, I think every room has been cleaned
Mhm.
enough. So the tube is clear the whole way down.
Mhm.
There was one room where it still had maybe a little bit of poop and stuff that you only kind of cleaned it. But from the sword, you're getting more of like you're the good guys, you've killed all the bad guys, right? Type idea, not in a like, oh, the ritual requires everything in here to be dead. Just
I couldn't remember if we had completely cleaned off the tube and the floor directly above us because I thought it was in the end of one of the hallways, but I think there was just a bunch of statues that we were like, no, we're not going to fuck with that. This is clearly a trap.
yes.
Mhm.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
that's what I just got confused about that because I forgot the part of it was in the actual flesh room.
I was just not thinking that the ritual would be corrupted, but just thinking that she'd be like, okay, cool. And then we walk up and she's like, why are there gnolls here?
They're friendly?
Well, you
gnolls.
see negotiation, right? Yeah.
Yes.
See?
She can sense.
Second sense.
Okay.
Like Daredevil.
Mhm. She has technically she has a vision range.
hmm
We'll just put her in somebody's pocket as we go past that floor.
We'll just explain that they're not that evil. And keep going. It's fine. We just need to do this thing.
Loot that body.
So what are we going to do for the 4 days if we leave this thing in there?
She tells you that so for the ritual for the Convocation of Radiance blessing, the one now that the
Convection or convocation?
Convocation, you are correct. Sorry, read it too fast.
think
Once
should
it
be like
happens,
another-
once the scepter is placed, it needs to sit for 4 days with the noonday sun. If it is removed from the altar, it will destroy it will ruin the blessing, and you must start again.
Gotcha. Well, then we probably should stay down here with it at least a little bit. Keep anybody from taking it.
I mean, you guys can go back up and get something to eat and whatnot. I can sit in this room. I'm used to sitting by myself in locked rooms for eons.
I would
We'll
actually
take turns
rather.
checking on you, though.
I'd rather
That's
just
fine.
stay down here because this room is a lot better than any of the other rooms we've came through.
That's true. Most of them have shit in them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
and it got that nice breeze and doesn't smell like crap.
Other than whatever the undead thing was in the ossuary north of you, this room appears to almost be, and the door being sealed in wax seems to be almost untouched by whatever evil happened.
So our the only thing is our footprints in the dust,
Yes.
potentially.
Can you all sleep in a giant light bulb room?
It'll go away.
No, it won't.
I thought it went away when the sun was gone.
Nope. The morning tide sphere glows 24 hours a day.
Yeah, well, I'll put a bag over my head.
Yeah, well, we can probably figure it out, right? I'll make us a tent or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just
Make a tent with blackout curtains. Just drink
Yeah.
over it.
do the whole instead of making a cart, just make a tent.
It's only going to last for a couple of hours, but I could do it again.
Wow.
I mean, you guys have tents, right? Just
Yeah, sure.
stack them, stack the fabric on top of itself, so it makes just like a big old blank sheet to hide, like a lean-to.
You could also
We can
theoretically
make it work.
pull the doors closed and sleep in the hallway, and then you just have the light. Then it's almost like a night light at the end of the hallway that's lit up,
Mhm.
There you go.
assuming nothing comes down the stairs.
Yeah,
He said,
But,
yes.
we're not all going to be asleep. Some
Yeah.
of us don't have to.
Mm-hmm. So, are you ready to put the scepter in? Because once it is, it's a 4-day process. Is there anything you want to do beforehand, or just
Give it a little pat and a little kiss.
Little peck, tuck it in.
Even though I don't have lips, just clinks off my fucking face grill.
Okay. So you set the scepter in the little area under the altar, directly under the light, and the light coming down, it almost seems to, what's the term, coalesce, like the light almost seems like it starts to focus, rather than just filling the entire room, it focuses just a little bit on the weapon itself. And after maybe 5 or 6 minutes of this, the scepter almost floats up a little bit. It levitates ever so slightly off the altar table. And
Okay.
the process has started.
That's how you know it's working.
Clearly.
Even though I never did that to any of the others, this is now we're the big leagues.
All right, well, if we're going to stay in here, I mean, that's fine. We could close the door,
Identify that talking sword.
Yeah, and the ring and
That
the
ring
hand axe.
and axe.
Yeah. I threw those in party inventory already, but identify them and move them around.
Okay.
Anyone have a racquetball?
How long?
Yeah.
How long does it take to identify something? Is it on a short rest,
10
or is it a long rest? Or are you casting? Are you doing a ritual?
And a ritual is like 15 minutes, I think, right?
10 or
Yeah,
15.
I don't have the spell, but you do, right?
Yeah.
And then I think it's a long rest with it. I'll look it up real quick, but I think so. Or it might be one item per short rest or something like that.
It is. Cast time 1 minute. So I think but a ritual is like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, it adds an amount of time to it. Yeah, focus on one magic item during a short rest. So if we hand them around and take a short rest, we can do it, but we can get one quicker with your spell.
We're here for 4 days, so
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Either way.
Okay.
And
What would
yeah,
you like cast your spell on? Which item?
the ring.
It is a ring of protection.
Oh,
It didn't work.
Yeah.
Very true.
Cool.
I'm gonna stack more AC. No, I don't think you can. Can you like not wear that with armor or something like that?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it's a certain type of bonus, so it doesn't stack with other of that bonus. And I think
Yeah.
it's like shield or armor or something.
Oh wait, but T doesn't wear armor, right?
Outside of the
It
bracer.
would work on any of the squishies.
Oh, so bracers. That's conflicting. I think.
So that'll do it. So then next would probably be Ridial. If you're not wearing any magical armor things.
I'm wearing my headband and my shoes and my
Yeah.
cloak.
Cloak might give you it's like a cloak of something else, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly the name of the item, cloak of something else.
I'd have to
It's
drop
a
my
O2
bracer.
cloak.
So yeah, theoretically you could wear it and get 1 AC. I'm less likely to be up front, and I think Myrna has something that gives her 1 something.
How many things
Somewhere.
can I wear though? Like,
I'm looking.
Oh, how many things can you attune to? 3?
Attune
Three,
is
isn't it?
3.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I can't. If this is an attuned thing, then I can't wear it.
I don't.
Uh,
It requires attunement, but I don't believe the cloak does.
Okay, it has a little
Like-
gear in here, but it actually doesn't have me having it on. So let me click that on. Anyhow,
So yeah, you can have it then, most likely.
it's
Cool.
fine with me if nobody else wants it.
I mean, if it doesn't conflict with any of my stuff, I'll take it. But
There you go.
I think it does, though, is the problem. But I think it only conflicts with other magic items or something. Because I don't have any other magic items. I don't think. Aside from
Yeah.
the flail, yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's,
flail. Does the flail require attunement? I forget.
I think so. I think it does because of all the extra benefits you get from it. Yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah, that's it. I think the only other thing I have that's magic is the heart.
Mm-hmm.
But
That doesn't require attunement, no.
yeah, we just pass that around to whoever needs it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I guess you're just sort of after you identified the ring, you're just sort of sitting around, talking, shooting the shit type stuff.
And then I will eat the ring.
Like a dragon.
Oh.
Dragons don't eat that kind of stuff. They sit on it.
Not the dragons I've read about.
Okay.
The dragons you read about sit on. But I'm gonna remove the ring from
Baddragon.com.
party inventory then.
No, they
Just gonna-
eat the magic items and then they can use them because you can't put a
yeah.
ring on a dragon, but if the dragon eats the ring, it gains the benefits.
All right, Gail, calm down.
What if it's a person that has a bunch of
Fucking
magical
Gale.
items on them? Then they just get all the magical items?
They do.
Fucking Gale.
Yeah, fucking
Some people
Gail.
I
have.
hate that
Gross.
fucker.
Okay.
You see the thing with Gale? It was like romancing each character in Baldur's Gate 3, and it just shows Gale, and then it shows the scene from Terminator 2 where the nuke goes off.
As you are sitting around, after about, I want to say it's about 2 hours, you notice that the light in the room seems to intensify, and it really it's almost painful to look at in this room. Right, you're kind of like squinting a little bit. You might reckon that you've you've hit
Frickin'.
reckon that
It's
you've hit
noontime.
the noon hour.
Mm.
Yes.
So it's quite.
Is
bright
it getting hotter?
No, it's not necessarily hotter. I mean, this area is warmer than the rest of the temple would be, but over that time, it has not gotten hotter. So it's just brighter.
How big is the receptacle to put the staff in?
The altar is probably, 10 by 15.
New plan. I will become a holy weapon infused with the power of light. I am a construct. I will lay upon this altar and arise truly,
float for 4
truly
days.
radiant.
I like this plan.
I mean, you've
good
already
plan.
got the 3 drops. Nope. Landlin's got the 3 drops. So maybe he's the one that can have it affect him. You don't know.
I don't know if I should go in there. Thought about it. Thought against it. I don't think so.
Get inside me, Lan.
Get in the robot, Shinji.
Get in the robot.
As you're sitting around, you notice in front of the altar a mote of light appears, and it sort of gets bigger, starts to get a little bit larger, and becomes about 5 feet tall, 3 feet wide, and it you can see through it.
Hey guys,
Are we getting scryed on right now?
is this a light bubble?
Yeah, does it look like it came from the whatever's going on behind it, or?
You can't really tell. You just see it's a sort of an ellipse, not ellipse, like a sphere, but not perfectly round.
Got you.
Flat.
Okay.
The squish sphere.
Like what do
The
you
square.
what do you call when you take a circle and you stretch it out in one direction but not
An oval?
Teardrop?
oval? That's it, an oval.
Yeah, oval. Okay.
It's
I
an
mean, like,
oval.
hey,
but,
sword, do you know what that is?
no,
Yeah.
the sword doesn't seem to
She has
recognize
a
it.
name.
I forgot what it was.
Sure.
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 The sword
Rama.
doesn't seem to doesn't see it, doesn't recognize it.
Well.
But yeah, you can. It's an oval, glows with like a halo of light, and when you look at it, you see the altar behind it, but you notice that the altar has, like, filigree on it, like paint.
That wasn't there.
Yeah, that wasn't there before.
I see. Well, that's weird, I guess. Some sort of allusion to what it used to be. I hope it's an illusion. I hope it's not some sort of
Another
traveling. I'll just watch the thing get bigger.
Nope. After it takes a couple minutes for it to like I said, it started small and then it grows into like a 5 by 3 oval that you can see through. After maybe it takes 3-4 minutes, and then it just sort of like sits there and floats in front of you.
Anything else look weird through it? Is the scepter there?
No, you don't see the scepter.
We don't see the scepter?
Not through the portal viewport.
Oh.
Basically, we're looking through a blue portal, and the orange portal is the same place, but some other time. That makes sense.
Yep.
It's like a window to the past, maybe.
Or the future.
Yeah, it could be. Anybody want to go through it? See if you can just walk right through.
I mean, I'll
right.
go. I was like, I'll go touch it.
Well, just stick my hand through it.
Magical science, you know.
What kind of observations can I make? There's nothing to touch. Like it's like trying to touch an open window.
All right, I'm
Gotcha.
gonna.
Does it feel any
I'm
weirder
taking my
on the other
rope.
side?
I'm taking a rope and tying it around me to throw it. So I'm like, all right,
I'll hold the other side of the rope.
Yeah, let's see if I can step into it, then like see if I can step around it or like peek around it to see if I can, basically step through the window and then turn to see if I can see the same thing that I just came from. Not back through the window, but like if I was looking around the corner of a house, to see if it's still the front yard.
So once you
Basically, if I can see the people that I just left.
once you step through,
I die. Got it.
no. Once you step through, if you try to look around it, no, you do not see your party. You can see them through it, but not around it.
Okay. Is it still the room?
Mhm.
Or is it somewhere different?
Nope, it's 100% the room.
What's different about the room?
You notice that the stuff in the room looks taken care of. The altar has filigree and some sort of designs on it. There are tapestries that hang from the ceiling.
What's different is we're all wearing tuxedos and there's a football suddenly. Because it's the room, get it?
Mhm.
Michelle did not like that.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Remember
So I kinda
earlier
peeked
when
my
you were
head-
naming off the people that were your friends? Take me
Oh.
off the list.
Oh, wowie.
I kind of lean back, and then I try and, without stepping back through the window, I talk. But can they hear me?
I'm not sure I understand.
Basically, I'm still on the other side of the window, but then I look back to see the party.
Mhm.
If I try and talk to them, can they hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I kind of relay everything that's kind of happened, or what this room looks like. It's like, should I just come back? Like, what do I do, or what? What do you think?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, it seems taken care of, and seems.
The
Is the
pillar's
door
there.
still
And
closed?
yeah, the pillar's there, and it's still just as shiny in there.
Yep. It looks like a like I said, it just looks like it's better taken care of or it's newer.
Is the door opened or closed?
The doors are closed.
Okay.
Is there anything on the altar?
No.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, you could explore if you wanted to.
I'm going to.
Somebody
long do you
giving
think
us an
this-
option to skip 4 days?
Maybe
That's what I'm wondering about. Tita,
put it in there.
go to the door
Uh-huh.
and try to see if you can make a mark in it.
Okay.
And Sonny will go to the door and see if the door changes if Tita makes a mark in it.
What do you do for a mark, Tita?
I've got the sword. It's a wooden door, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna see if I can take
Just like
the flaming.
scratch a line in it or something like that.
Yeah, take like a flame sword and see if I can like not burn the door down, but enough to like char the door in a thin line to where
Okay.
it would be noticeable.
Okay. So you explain what you're doing, and Sonny, you look at the door. You do see a scratch. It's faded. It's not. There's no char marks. But yeah, there is a small scratch in the inside of the door.
I think I'm in the past.
Oh, we supercharging this bitch.
Yeah.
4 days, try 400 days. Fuck this.
What if you take it out of the thing? Will it stop with this thing? Like, will Tita be lost in the past?
Would be the first
Although-
time.
Although, yeah, I mean, maybe we'll just put you back where you belong, right?
I'll just turn back, get that thing, turn myself back to stone. And I'll just sit here and wait for you guys to come back.
Oh my god.
Well, Chronomancer
I
isn't
mean-
my best subject, but wouldn't you probably have to fight that guy who's dead now?
The clear option is for me to
Oh,
go in
Sam.
because I don't breathe or eat or and I exist outside of fucking time.
Oh my god, fucking Sonny's just gone for more time. Jesus.
I just mean like if you went back, like let's say that's 100 years and you got put there, wouldn't that guy come in, get axed? Maybe you axed him. No, you're probably fine.
Give
Yeah,
me
go
the
ahead.
axe.
Yeah, Sonny, just go back there with the axe. I think this is probably meant to be.
Oh my gosh.
Marty, we have to go back.
Back to the future.
Here's the other thing: is this portal going to disappear?
Yeah, I don't know.
And
Like,
after noon
like
is over, and then come back. It comes back every midday while the scepter's there. How long have I been on this other side?
5 or 10 minutes.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me see. I've got something. I'm gonna take. Did I do that? Screw it. What do I need it for? No, I better keep it.
What do I need it for? Wait, I'll
Um,
probably need it.
Pew, pew.
I'm gonna take my prayer book out,
Okay.
and I'm going to throw it to the opposite side of the corner. Like, if I came back here to the door, I'm gonna probably like try and chuck it over here in this corner.
Do that one more time.
So I'm gonna try and put it over here, right? So if I imagine the portal like here-ish
Mhm,
somewhere. Okay. So as I'm coming back, I'm going to come like this way,
Okay.
drop my prayer book in this corner, and then go back to the portal,
Okay.
and then step back through it to see if the prayer book's still there.
The prayer book is not there.
They probably cleaned it up. Jerks. But if I go back and I go back through it, is it still there?
Yes.
Hmm. Well, the dead guy's not there yet.
Nope. No dead guy.
Okay, what if? Hang on with me.
Okay, we're doing time.
I'm
Let me
going
cook.
back. I'm going to step through. Like, Sonny, give me the body.
Okay. You're taking the dead body through the portal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here you go.
A paradox,
All right.
a paradox.
I'm just going to sit it
Snake.
in front of the
Time
door.
paradox.
So if that guy comes in, he's going to see his own body, right? And then maybe
Ugh.
freak out. Or see somebody wearing the same kind of
You're
clothes.
just screwing with somebody in like the
Yeah.
past.
Yeah.
I certainly wouldn't want to see my own corpse.
I mean, it's all skulls and bones. The only thing it's going to know is it's got the same kind of clothes that he has.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the same kind of cloak. Like, wouldn't you be like, oh, that's a terrible
Interesting.
coincidence?
They'd be like, oh, I think I need to leave now. And then they don't do the thing they came there to do.
They just don't die there.
Or there's some sort of like paradox and they blip out of existence and we're like,
And then we have to fight 2 vampires. Leave his body alone.
I guess.
So
Yeah, we
sad.
could-
I guess.
Guess so.
It's time cop rules. If there's 2 vampires in the same area at the same time, they merge together and die.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. If you can get the 2 bad guys to touch from different times, you can definitely win that way.
You heard it.
Wow.
It's
That's-
All right.
binding. It's binding.
that's
gotta
plan
get 'em
D,
back
okay? That's
It is
plan D.
recorded.
Sonny, we're the oldest, so I guess we'll go back in time.
And I'm
Do I
definitely
seem
not gonna,
younger on this side?
I'm definitely not going to run into myself. I'm going to locked in a mine somewhere.
I'm in a cave somewhere that I know of, or up in some garden. So
Hmm.
we're not born yet, so I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
somewhere.
one of those. Well, we could definitely put the scepter in there, but yeah, if it closes, does it matter? I don't know.
But here's the thing, though. If I'm waiting for this, like if I'm on this side and it closes, right? How much time am I going to be waiting? Even though if it's just another midday when it opens back up, how much time is that going to be for me on that side?
We'll
That's a
never
good
know.
question.
We could know.
You could know.
I don't. I mean,
Shouldn't know.
we probably would have to petrify you again just to be sure, just in
Yeah.
case.
Or me and Sunny could act as guardians for this temple. So then, we wouldn't have as much trouble coming down here whenever we get to this point. So we'll have all those fights that we already
You're
did.
having such a tangent right now.
Yeah.
We'll stop all the undead
Time
snakes from
stuff
being
happened.
put in forever, and we won't
Yeah.
have to worry about the snakes when we leave.
Just deactivate all
Even
the
though
traps.
we technically already got bit by the snakes.
Can we somehow get a title that's like Turtles in Time or something similar? Let's be on the watch out or the lookout for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Temporal trouble? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Timey-wimey bullshit.
There you go.
Temporary
Yeah.
temporal trouble.
There you go.
All right, I'm done screwing around. I'm gonna come back across and just
Okay.
chill and
Like,
wait to see if
alright.
it closes.
Okay, so everybody's on the, we'll say the correct side
Current
of the
time.
window.
Yeah.
We're on the AD, not the BC.
About an hour after it opens, the portal starts to wane and wobble, and then sort of shrinks back down to just a small mote of light, and then winks out of existence, and the room itself seems to be a little bit dimmer. It doesn't quite like hurt to look around anymore.
That's good.
Did you have
So that was
fun
it.
hopping through
I mean,
space?
Yeah, that was interesting. And like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like,
Yeah, so we didn't put
wow.
the scepter in there. That's what you're telling me.
No, the scepter was never removed from the altar.
Yeah.
Well, we can skip 3 days, potentially.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
I could have just left that guy's body there, and But yeah, I mean, I don't know what I would have done back there.
Okay. A question for you all. Does anybody want to do anything like set up a guard rotation or anything to get prevented if you were to be attacked? Or
Yeah, I want to do that because Myrna was gonna say like, instead of all of us sitting down here, I mean, there should be a, revolving to make sure that we're keeping an eye, especially since orbs are blinking in and out of existence. I think Myrna's also gonna try to keep track of like who's ever down here. If the circle appears, we're gonna try to keep track of it just for shiggles.
Okay.
I mean, we're putting the scepter in there tomorrow so that we can skip 3 days, potentially.
I thought we had to leave
Scepter
it there.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, you just mean
Yeah, Chrono Trigger.
oh.
Take the scepter, put it in there. It
Song of
should
Storms.
immediately appear.
Doo-doo-doo,
Yeah, exactly. Right?
doo-doo-doo.
Should immediately appear. Maybe. Once again, not
Or-
into chronomancy.
I mean, if we remove it, is the scepter what's holding the thing there?
That's
right?
the other question, and that's why I was like, Sunny might be stuck
That
on
was
the
my
other side.
question.
Yeah, right. That's why I started talking about who would be stuck on there, because I figured we'd put the scepter in, and if it takes the portal, then well, see you for us immediately, but for you, maybe thousands of years. I don't know.
Well, so you have a watch set. You said you were going to watch. The only thing you start to notice is after several hours, the room does start to dim a little. It does get less bright. It never stops being bright in here. It just starts to get less bright. But other than that, other than it getting a little bit dimmer, nothing seems to occur. And
So it's technically a long rest.
If you were reading or sitting down and relaxing, you would have received a long rest.
Nice.
I mean, I would have sat down after I got done portal hopping.
The whole time all of that's happening, Ridial's just kind of going,
You do notice that the room starts to become a little bit brighter again.
Actually,
Yes.
as an Eldrin,
Mhm.
which she doesn't really know about time hopping necessarily, but she'd probably know about realm hopping.
You're part Fey, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would know about the Fey realm and stuff like that. The multi-planes or the multi...
So again, not the same thing necessarily, but maybe she has some sort of concept of how portals be working. You can say no. It's okay.
You would know that this is not taking you to a different location. So yeah, this is definitely time based. It's not a Fey realm. You're not moving through like space. You're just moving through time, which in the real world, under our understanding, those are the same things, but still.
So nothing that we didn't kind of already know.
Correct.
Okay.
Although, I mean, yeah, you definitely know it's time. It's not you're not going to a different version of this place.
Okay.
Yeah. Room starts to get a little bit brighter, and then yeah, you would imagine day has started. Anybody choose to do anything different?
I'm gonna ask Lanolin if he can make a bucket.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Do you? Is it?
I'm gonna create
time
water.
sensitive? Okay. I'm like, well,
It's gonna
it's only
create
gonna
water
be there.
so people can get a drink.
Gotcha.
If somebody's
It'll-
thirsty. It's a new day.
It'll just last for 2 hours. That's just what I gotta say. So if you're using that bucket for longer than that, it's not gonna be there. But yeah, I can make a bucket.
It's essentially just gonna be, hey, here's
Mhm.
some water. People can
Refill.
refresh themselves and wash their face and anything else that they might.
Sounds good. Yeah. I will press the button just in case that. Oh well. First, I'm gonna press the long rest button because Lan was gonna just sleep anyway. Like, now I'm gonna press performance of creation, and yeah, uh, a medium-sized bucket, so a very big bucket.
Like a 5 foot, almost like a really mini well.
I mean, I can
Like
create
a
up to
basic-
10. I can create up to 10 gallons of water.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, enough to carry at least 10 gallons for sure.
yeah.
That way we can refill and
Oh.
multiple times if need be.
Anyone needs to take a sponge bath or anything?
Yeah.
Yep, right here in front of us. I already used it, so I can't make a curtain or anything.
Look,
Fortunate.
we've been traveling together for a long time. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure there's no secrets between this group.
Yeah. Why would you think there would be?
Okay. So everyone gets a drink of water and or refreshes themselves if they choose to.
Yep.
And
Thank you.
the day sort of continues. Again, the light starts to get brighter. It starts to get a little bit painful to look around. You can imagine that this is noon of a second noonday sun.
Mhm.
And same as the first day, you see the little mode of light open and begin to grow larger over the span of about 3 minutes. Same image on the other side.
Same point in time.
I mean, you're not sure if it's the same day.
That we can tell that it looks like, it still looks like the same
Mhm.
era, as it
Correct.
were. Right.
Yeah, well. We can try it.
I don't think we should.
Yeah.
I think we should maybe wait until the 5th day, so then we can pull it off, so then we're not wasting it. I don't know.
Yeah, it just really depends
we-
because it's been in there for a while, so we'd be starting over. Yeah. We would lose a day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's my thought. I mean, What if the portal closes instantaneously and someone's just
Yep.
stuck there before we can even get the
Scepter in.
scepter on the
go
other
through
side?
the portal. Nobody
Yeah.
go through the portal. But it would be an experiment. No, the portal. You pull the thingamabob out. We should have done this yesterday, which is what Lamb was
Yeah.
saying.
Oh,
But it's all good. I mean, we needed to figure out what the hell that side was. But I mean, it's a day or 3.
duh.
We either lose
Let's
one
not.
day or gain
Let's
3.
not do
Yeah,
it. Let's
Okay.
not.
that's fine.
This is a trap. This is a trap.
You think I would do that to you?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
This is a test of faith or some bullshit like that. Like, I want this
Yeah.
to be done quickly, so I go into the past to make the scepter happen faster, and then I fucking get stuck there forever.
You're not
But-
gonna robo me.
yeah. I mean, Lan will, just drop the unicorn horn on the other side of the portal and leave it there and go, but something might happen or nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Well, the book went away, right? Because we didn't have the book, so someone's going to come in there and clean it up.
That's true. Do I really need to be holding a unicorn horn? It feels weird.
I'll hold it if you don't want to feel like holding it.
Just,
I don't know
I
what it's
just
going
mean,
to do.
I just mean that, it's like, where'd you get the unicorn horn from? I don't think a unicorn donated it to you. Just what I'm saying.
I mean,
It's fine.
It wasn't needing it anymore.
That is technically true, yeah.
Yeah,
It was already dead.
It's just a horse.
It's just a horse
Yeah.
at this point. A large
It's just
horse.
a horse now. Of course.
All right, fine. I won't put it in there. But yeah, we can
I
definitely
want to
wait.
set my prayer book just on the other side.
Okay.
And I want to wait a full day, and then I want to see if it's still on the other side.
Mm.
To see if we can at least then determine if it's a different point in time, or time has passed on that side, or,
Mhm. Hey,
Okay.
we may as well be scientists.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here for 4 days.
Got anything else to do?
Scientists. Yeah. Science. Speaking of
Is there
nothing
anything
else to
we
do.
can put on the other side that, besides the scepter, that would benefit from being there for who knows how long? 100 years.
Like wine or honey or mead or something.
Uh,
I can't think of anything that benefits of somewhere between 100 and 1,000,000 years of just extra time.
Yeah. Like, that's why I was like, unicorn horn, maybe it'll get some of that light. I'm not putting it in the pillar.
It ages it.
Yeah.
Somebody go get an egg from upstairs. We can make some century eggs. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, it has.
I think we're fine. I think it's okay. We don't need that. But what I was gonna say was the hand axe that was in his skull. That's just a hand axe, right?
It's ceremonial.
Okay.
What do you mean, like having done an inspection of it?
Yeah, because since we're just taking long rests, like we can look at all the items. I think the only thing we don't know what the hand axe is.
It's a +2.
Okay, +2 hand axe. All right, I will write that down. There, and then I guess this sounds weird to say, but yeah, could I rest with Peshora to learn her secrets?
Yes.
Having a nice long conversation.
So,
Talked all night one night.
you know that Peshora is a sentient weapon, possesses speech. It is lawful good. She's willing to tell you that herself. You recognize
Big claims.
she
True.
is a +2 short sword. Would be classified as a +2 short sword.
Gotcha.
Has, mind scores. Not that you would necessarily know what they are, but they are average to slightly above average mind scores. And also has the ability
Smarter
to cast
than
magic.
the average sword.
Yes, definitely smarter than the average sword. May even be smarter than one of you in this party.
Probably.
I believe it.
What are you trying to
Yeah.
say?
I mean, we're not as This isn't the at most average dumb party that is featured on this channel, but
What party was that?
Yeah, it was dummy thick.
yeah, dummy
thick.
But you know that Peshor can cast magic.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
So do we think that's better than my current sword?
Maybe, probably.
Cooler than a fire sword? I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
it
it's a
depends.
+2, but also I
Yeah.
get 2d6 every time I hit. So
But she gonna talk to you forever.
Forever,
I can
ever.
tune her out.
It's true. You'd have a +2 to attack and damage, but you lose that 2d6. So
Mm-hmm.
you
But
might hit
also I
more.
cast magic.
Yeah, whatever she knows. Yeah. Which we don't
For
know
sure. What
just
can
yet.
you cast?
Mhm.
What do you know?
So she says that she is able to light up the area. She is able
Boring.
to mend your injuries and can help fortify you for the day.
Fortify
Gonna-
like AC? Fortify?
No, not
Like
AC.
Shield of Faith fortify?
Like you become better at what you do. Fortify is to make you better.
I'm
I'm
already
gonna-
good.
I'm gonna write that down as magic casting, light, cure wounds, enhance ability, something like that.
It's bless.
Okay. Yeah, well that makes sense.
Bless light and cure wounds.
Yeah.
So we're going to cure wounds by slashing people? Since it's touch?
You know, just point it right at their face.
Stab them gently.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you. If you do not wield her, then I
already
will.
do that. I mean, I can already do all that stuff, so...
Yeah. It's like you could do it without a spell slot, though.
Yeah.
It comes from her.
Another question that you would have not from just from talking to her. Is anyone here not good?
Define not good.
I'm not good.
Neutral.
Good aligned. Is anyone
I'm not good.
whoever is not good aligned?
hold on, I have to double check. I don't think I'm good. I think I'm neutral.
She,
Yeah, last tab on the right if you're using the newer sheet.
and not necessarily. I don't know if people actually hit that button when they make their characters anymore. But as a character concept, if your character is good, then you're good. You don't have to have clicked it one way or the other. But if you think that you are a neutral, you don't really fall, then she would be less inclined to help you. Less inclined to be wielded. Specifically.
Yeah, if you're not good, if you're not chaotic good or neutral good or lawful.
I meant like specifically me or like the party.
You specifically, the individual
that's
person.
But what if I'm holding her and I say you're casting cure wounds on Radial?
Her casting is her choice, sort of.
No, that ain't
But
gonna
her
fly.
bonuses might not work. Yeah. The bonus may or may not work, depending.
Yes, yeah. So if you are not good aligned, she is not +2 to you. She would be a regular short sword. But the spells are from the sword, so it's like, hey, Peshor, can you please heal this? She has the option of saying no, but as long as you're doing good, helping and whatnot, she would be willing to.
Here's the other question.
Uh-huh.
What are our other two guys doing this whole time?
So I'm glad you asked.
They're gone.
The orc chieftain wants to kill Knowles. That's sort of why he was with you. He hasn't done anything, and the dwarf seems to have disappeared.
Shocking.
Yeah, I saw him still on the stairs for a while, but
Yeah, he was probably like, screw that.
I thought I had I'm not sure where the orc went to for token-wise, but...
I was just like, they doing now that we've been in this room for a whole day?
Yeah, so theoretically,
Just
the orc after I sort of forgot. Yeah, the dwarf just disappeared on you. You don't like he seems to have left, but you don't know where. And as far as the orc chieftain, after the first day, like realizing that you guys are going to be sitting around here for a couple days, he would have like asked, "Do you want me to stay, or what is going on? Like, what am I doing?"
I mean, if you're going back up, can you tell them that we're going to be down here at least for 4 days and not to lock us in?
Good idea.
Yeah, he agrees he can do that.
Thank you. You're doing us a solid.
I mean, otherwise, radio's just going to run on the ceiling all the way up there and back. But you know,
Yeah. So like I said, so the portal is open. Are you doing anything this time? Stepping through, looking through,
put my
putting
book on the other side.
you like? Do you step through and do that, or do you just like reach your hand through, put it down, and
I just boop,
okay?
like literally, so I can be able to see. Like, actually, I might just give it a slight toss instead of just dropping it, so that way, if it opens in the same spot, I should just be able to see it
Okay.
there if it's still there.
Okay. Then you sit there and stare at it for an hour, and nothing seems to happen. As the light starts to diminish, so does the portal, and it clears up. And assuming you guys do the same
Okay.
thing, you
Yeah.
find nothing of interest for the remaining afternoon into night.
Okay.
Technically another long rest, should you want it. The morning
I mean, but
the morning comes. Nothing of interest seems to happen. I'm guessing you have what would I say, having to eat some rations. I'm sure you're tired of the trail rations now that it's been, 3 straight days, or almost 3 straight days. And then, yeah, as the noonday sun begins to approach, at what you think would be the right amount of time, the room gets brighter and the portal appears again in the same fashion. Same location.
is the book there?
No.
Interesting.
Some janitor in the past is like, why do things just keep showing up?
Yeah.
Isn't that door closed? Well, maybe it's good we didn't put the scepter in there.
Yeah. Who knows what time we're at now?
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you like to do?
I got crap to do. I don't know any more science that I can science.
Yeah, land doesn't really want to mess with that thing. Like it's fine. We got what, a day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You do know, I mean, if you travel through, like you have access to the other side. The door was closed, but it wasn't like sealed.
You could
or
walk
anything.
around.
Yeah, you could walk around if you wanted to see more of that room, or outside the room for that matter.
Yeah,
But if you have no more science, then nothing.
Land would love to, but he's not immortal. He'll die before it's time, maybe. Or we don't even know if he'll be there. Like if that book was there, Land would do it. That
I
book's
could
not
go
there.
and loot those bodies.
I would love to.
Oh my gosh.
Run all the way down, and then I trigger it, and then I actually get knocked
Killed
out
in
while
there.
I'm down there. It's like, crap. I gotta wait an hour, then it's gonna be gone, and
Yeah, I would love to bring Peshora to Peshora, who's probably still lying there. Maybe, maybe not. That'd be fun. I don't know.
That would be an interesting thing. It'd be create if they see each other.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Then
Could
we
be an
could have
interesting
two.
paradox.
Mhm.
Or perhaps
Miss
Peshora
Peshoras.
isn't there and you leave her on the table. And thus
Yeah.
that's how she gets there.
Yep.
She could be just trapped in this loop you're about to create.
Say, I'm not messing with time. No.
Peshora, do you know who we are? Have you seen us before?
No, she doesn't recognize you.
How certain are you?
Are you sure?
I do not remember you as one of the clerics or priests of this temple, but I mean, if you had visited in the past, I did not see every visitor that came through these halls. It is a large temple.
Do you know anything about these portals that are opening up to somewhere in the past in this room?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, we can show her if it's still open.
She doesn't sense anything.
Oh, yeah.
I want
that's
to stick
right.
her through it.
You're just
I'm
gonna
gonna take-
hold her through.
I'm
it,
going to
just
take
like-
her. I'm going to step through the portal with her.
Okay.
So that she can see the other side of the room.
Okay. So you step through and you show her the other side. She says, "Yes, we're in the Great Hall. I'm not sure what you're trying to show me."
But it's cleaner.
It is. You also hear a gasp from behind you.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
Sincerely, you hear sort of like a ha ha ah, and Peshora goes like, "What? We are allowed to be in the Great Hall. That is not a problem." But you notice that her like speech pattern changes a little bit. You still recognize it, but it is old common, or what you might think as old common.
Maybe it's normal to you.
Yeah, so is that normal to me?
No, you're able to understand it, but it is still old common to you.
Still old?
Mm-hmm.
So is there somebody else in the room with us?
Yeah, you can easily you sort of step straight through, and so like your back is to them. Do you turn around?
Kind of turn around and look, yeah.
You notice someone in religious garb. Sort of, it's I'd say like whites, golds, and a little bit of like a blue.
Hi.
Hello? And they reach behind them to like pull the door without taking their eyes off of you, and like
Pull the door closed or open?
Open.
Like this door. I guess it's the only door in the room.
Yes.
So.
Give me a perception check.
I love it. Love it.
You notice as he's like pulling the door with he's like trying to keep his eye on you with but reach for the door to grab it. His other hand is holding your prayer book.
Oh, hey, that's mine.
How did where did you come from? And again, this isn't like an older version of common.
Do you not see this? And I motion to the portal. Do you not see this?
You just appeared. Are you? Oh, I need to. And he finally gets a hold of the door and pulls it open a little bit and shimmies his way out the door.
But come back. We need to talk. I just got questions.
He doesn't seem to be responding.
I just kind of poke my head back around the window. They might keep in track of time.
It's maybe been 10, 15 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to go out the door.
Okay.
Towards the door.
Are you telling anybody that people have seen you, or are you going to...
Yeah. I'm going to be like, hey, there's this guy. He had the prayer book. So I'm going to take Peshora and we're just going to go chill out and hopefully be back before this thing closes.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like something to do, right? I mean, are you maybe what should be a question? Do you think there's any
Hey.
questions that I should ask?
Yeah. Does he know that this portal opens?
He didn't. Apparently, I just appeared out of thin air. So maybe
Well,
this
that answers
happens
that
to
question.
somewhere in the future. Maybe we should ask about if what's his sis has been killed yet or not.
Ask him what year it is.
Yeah, it's a good one too.
What's the guy's name?
Which guy?
A
The
cool.
big evil. Accrual.
Accrual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. Your book was there, so theoretically,
But be careful. You don't want to scare them if they're
I'm
like.
trying not to. I just waved and he ran out like he's seen a ghost.
They're, well, I mean,
I'm gonna peek back
might
around the
think you're
thing.
a
Is the
ghost.
door still open, or is it like more people like flooding in?
Wait, sorry, what was the question?
Like I'm gonna peek back around the portal to look at the doors and make sure no one's like. I'm just not gonna turn the corners, be a whole army of people like waiting for me.
No, there doesn't appear to be any army, I guess, waiting for you.
Okay. Can I have the hand axe?
yeah, I don't see why not.
I'm just gonna see
Oh.
maybe if they recognize what it is. Maybe tell us something about, and maybe man,
Yeah, they
but
use it to lop heads off or something.
yeah, if I prevent the guy from coming in to keep a lookout for that guy, then will the green disappear? If that never happens?
So you would notice that the robes that the dead guy is wearing.
Ah, yeah, they were different.
Yeah, stark
Right.
contrast to what the people
Yeah,
are
yeah.
wearing here.
Yeah, I was just thinking of maybe that axe was used obviously on that guy, where it was used by the other people. So if they stop him from coming in, I don't know, whatever, right? I'll be back.
He's not fucking worried about it. He's just like, I'm gonna go. Well, she's just like, I'm gonna go.
Yep.
There we go. I take Sunny, but whatever, it's fine. We're going. So,
Doing it.
Yep, doing it. I'm just gonna go back here and just kind of. Oh, I guess it was already open. Kind of just peek my head out the door. Make sure there's like nobody like training bows on the door or waiting.
Yeah.
You hear, once you step out of the giant room and into the hallway, you can hear some commotion. There's probably people headed your way, but you didn't notice a weapon on the individual, the first individual.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know
I hear
if
commotion from north or south, or the stairs.
from the south.
Okay. So it's like I've got. This looks real good. I've appeared out of thin air. I'm carrying a hand axe and Peshora.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Like,
fun.
no, crap. I don't think it's through. Well, I'm gonna try and attach both to like not my belt, but my sash that kind of just goes around my waist,
Okay.
and then just kind of stand out and be like, "Hello, this is how are you?"
As you sort of head south, you notice that the room looks very similar to the way it did when you were here, but there's no dust on the floors, on the walls.
Yep.
The gold and silver embellishment on the walls and columns is better defined, more vibrant. And you also know that you also see that there are like silk banners in the same color of the white, the gold, and the blue that are draped along the outer walls leading up to the marble statue at the end of the south end of the hall.
So I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy
Okay.
to make my voice a little bit not screaming like when I was searching for the person with, the dog and the dead husband. But enough to make it so I can feel like I can echo it and project it down the hallway to be like in a normal talking voice. I know it's going to echo anyways,
Mhm.
but enough to where it maybe seems like I'm just talking and not screaming.
Okay. I get what you're saying, yeah.
And be like, I just have a couple questions. I am on very limited time here. I mean you no harm. Just
Take me to your
want to
leader.
talk. Yeah.
Bring your
No,
leader
no, no.
here.
You, as you do so, from the western hall, you see two people down south in
Oh,
that big
yeah.
area. Yeah, from the western hall, you see that same person and two other, somewhat older. We'll call them priests. They're dressed in
Mhm.
robes, and this is a temple. So, sort of like come hurriedly around the corner and then stop abruptly as soon as they can see you.
Hi.
Yes, hi. They kind of look at each other. How did you get down here?
Well, you see, there is this long story that I'm going to try and make as quick as I can because I'm on limited time. Do you guys know Accrual? I don't work for them though. Accrual's bad.
Okay.
Let's
Yes.
start that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that name familiar to you?
Yes. Result is
Has he?
currently fighting him. Well, we
Oh,
are at war, I should say. I'm not. I don't know where he is at this precise moment, but yes, we are currently in a war against him.
has the staff been made yet?
What staff?
Or whatever the
Scepter of Faith?
scepter of
Mm.
yeah.
Yes. Result is
Okay.
currently wielding it in battle, leading the charge against Accrual.
Okay.
Again,
So
who are you?
my name is Tita, and so you know Pashora.
Yes, we know Pashora.
Okay. I also have Pashora with me, and I kind of turned and you know. So I'm from the future. Um.
Aha.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah.
You're not sure if they believe you.
Yeah. Obviously. Um. So Accrual was defeated or imprisoned. At some point in your
Ask him if
time.
they could just kill him instead of imprisoning him. Then we'll be done.
It's good. However, in this time, he got loose, so we have to rebuild the scepter, and that's what we're currently trying to do. And this temple, years later, was corrupted and evil, and we had to clear it out as we came down here. So that's how we came down here, and then we met Pashora from future Pashora. And so then we went into into the altar room, which then we're charging the scepter with the JO crystals.
You're performing the
Sure.
blessing.
Yes.
Who's on first?
Did you say J.O. Crystal?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. and as we were sitting there at midday, whatever. Obviously Tita's not the best person to come to here and talk to people, but
They say the name of the ritual,
yeah.
Convocation of Blessing,
Yeah, that one.
Radiance. Like they know
Mhm.
it. They're like, yes,
And
we were
there's
there
this
when it was
portal.
performed.
Yeah, and so we're reperforming that, and there's these portals that this hole in time opened up, and I stuck through it, and that's yesterday. Whenever I stuck the book through, and
The one guy
yeah,
shows it to him like, I told you I didn't know where this came from.
yeah, and so we stuck that through, and then today, I mean, it closes after every midday, and then it opens back up the next day. So then I came through and noticed the book was gone, and because I was asking Pashora about it, and that's kind of how we got here. And I saw you, and I saw the book, so I'm like, "Hey, let's have a friendly conversation.
Okay. Yeah, we've never seen that. That didn't happen when we performed this ritual with the Scepter of Faith for Result.
Interesting.
I
Interesting.
don't know what's happening.
I don't either, but apparently I'm here. Do you happen to know, and I'm like very slow with my movements, and pull out the hand axe that I can't obviously use as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, do you know what this is? Have you seen this before? Do you guys use any weapons that are like this?
No. At this point, they've gotten closer to you. It's not quite a standoff anymore.
Right.
They look at it and they say no. It doesn't look like anything that they would have used. It's not part of their ceremonial set.
Okay. Well, there was a skeleton that was in there of somebody that basically had their head bashed in with it. That was kind of darker color robes than what you currently have. Um, but yeah. So if they're fighting a cruel now,
Yes, Result and
and
Mr. Result is somewhere on the battlefield. I mean, we aren't privy to that kind of information. It is a war, so he could be anywhere in the world, wherever Cruel's armies may be.
okay, okay. Um, so you guys have that light down there that's like a trap?
A what?
I don't know, the really bright light down there by the altar, and I point back down the hall where they came from.
You
Did
know,
you
the
guys set
bug
that up?
zapper.
Oh yes, it is to defend us from any evil that may wish to harm.
Is there a
This.
way to deactivate that so it doesn't hurt us when we walk through in the future? Because no one's here, and Peshora told us how to deactivate the staff or something like.
No, it's just it's built in. It's part of the light.
So it's just there. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I mean,
Great.
I'm not. I
It's
don't understand how the magic works. I'm not part of the creation of it. I'm sorry. I don't.
that's okay. We've
It's
got some
never been a
kobolds
problem
that set
for
it
us.
off.
I just work here.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
work here.
Hey, I just work here.
As long as I don't break any rules, it won't hurt me.
Yeah, I mean, we just got some kobolds. We'll send them through it just to set it off. No big deal.
What?
But yeah, so I pull out Bashora. Obviously, this is Bashora from my time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where your guys' Bashora is, but obviously, is Bashora can talk and say, "Yeah, this is kind of true."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she will back up your claims.
Can you guys just like kill a cruel instead of just like imprisoning him? That's super great.
The three of them sort of look at each other.
Like, if you could get that message out, like that'd be super great.
Yes, that is the plan. Is to kill him. There is no other plan.
Oh. Well, for some reason you guys imprison him, but it's a long story with like some foxes and chickens. I don't know. I didn't get that part.
It all started with the chicken.
It did indeed.
Let's see. What else should I ask? I don't know. So if you guys would have just seen like a scepter of fates just come through and just magically back on the pedestal, you guys would have kind of freaked out a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If somehow the
Okay.
Scepter of Face was returned to us without Result, that would be a very bad thing.
Do you guys happen to have any? Do you guys have like an armory down here?
No, this is
Oh.
the burial site.
Right. I just I thought maybe there might be something to help fight a cruel in the future. But you guys saw that was effective. That's okay. Just thought I'd ask. Instead of just going and robbing graves later.
Mhm.
You gotta shoot your shot, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't rob graves. That's a heinous thing to do. It was just, better ask than not ask at all,
Mhm,
kind of
mhm.
deal. Yeah. Is there anything really I should ask? I'm trying to remember before talking with Lanolin and everybody that was there.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
you
know
guys-
when it is. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you can,
You guys want to come see the portal?
retroactively have asked them questions of like, what should we talk about type thing. So, other people can chime in with a question if they have one.
I could just guys take you to the portal and we can just all just hop through and have a
Let's go
merry old
back.
time.
Let's go back and it'll be fine, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll follow you back into the room.
Yeah. I'm going to start walking back and be like, hey, even though you guys might be able to see it, but I'm just going to kind of walk around
Brand's
and
here.
yeah, it's you guys will see that.
Yeah, as you take them into the room, they're cautious. Somehow you got in, and they didn't ever see you come down, so they're a little cautious. But they do enter the room, and they just sort of look around the room to see what's in there.
Yeah. So if I take one and like literally put him like up against my shoulder and like look directly into the portal where I can see everybody through, like they can't see that.
They see nothing.
Hey, someone else come step over through here for a second.
It's Westworld.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Are you beckoning us through the portal?
Yeah. Yeah, at least one of you, so they just don't think that I'm crazy.
Do you want to go in there, or do you want me to go in there?
Someone that's a good talker would be great.
Lanolin.
Okay. All right, sure. Fine. He'll walk through.
Voluntold.
Yeah.
You hear an audible gasp from two of them, and the third one's like, "See, that's exactly what they did. I don't know. They just appeared." Again, in an old dialect. So, Lan, as you step through, you hear them. You're like, "What the fuck are they saying? Like, what words are those?"
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Lan has no idea. But he'll just start going through the translations. So he knows Elvish if they do.
You're
It's
able
close.
to understand them.
Okay, so it's close enough.
It's just like, like if you watch like an old movie from like back when.
If you're reading Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like Old English. You're like, I can understand what they're saying. Some of these words may be foreign or like have a different meaning now type thing, and so some of the sentence structure may be odd, but you can make out enough of what they're saying.
Listening to Louis Suave talk.
Yeah.
You mean
Not Louis
Ariache?
Suave.
Yeah.
Same thing.
But
No.
look, elves are not the same. Okay.
Yeah, Monty, God.
So Lan will just try and diffuse the situation. Like, what she said, probably.
Mm-hmm. Peshora backed me up too. I just,
Yes.
thought maybe that, in case I forgot a question or. They are currently still fighting Hakrul.
Oh.
So he's not been imprisoned yet that they're aware of.
The war does rage on.
So that kind of puts however far back that was. Sunny was probably alive then.
I wonder if there's a record of what day Akruel was killed. You could
Yeah, we probably could find one.
chill, figure out when he was killed, figure out when what's his face is going to be back, and then be like, hey, we could get some tips on how to kill the guy that you just killed because we got to do it too.
Yeah, give us some helpful pro tips.
You want to come
there.
through the portal, man?
They can't see it.
Yeah,
Actually,
if only.
I've got a question.
Uh-huh.
Can you, whenever a scroll, not a cruel, but a scroll, the guy that's fighting your cruel, it started with an A, so I just said a scroll. To me, it sounded like an A.
Result. R-A.
Yeah, whatever.
To me, it sounded
There-
like an A.
Yeah, there's an alt in there. It's an
There's
A,
an A in
whatever. Can you ask Result to make like any kind of like detailed strategies that they used,
Oh yeah.
right? So, and then you guys can like put that down on parchment, and then whenever Rascruel,
Cruel.
Rasalt is buried, like it could be placed in his burial chamber, or we could maybe not if we want to use the burial chambers. I really don't want to go back past that part. You guys could like seal it. We could hide it somewhere, so that way we can potentially find it in our time.
We can ask him. Yes, I guess I will let him know. Next time we see him, I hope.
Well, I mean, he's buried here, so someone's going to see him. So maybe, you know, your
Yeah,
descendants.
Lan's just like, I don't know that we should tell him.
I mean, everybody dies. I didn't say how he died.
Fair.
Poor Win.
Yeah, he's buried here, so I mean, people were still
went to
around,
plan.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, in some way.
So like, I'm thinking the fifth element effect, right? So we got
Sure.
this guy tells this guy
Mm-hmm.
until
10,000 years later,
Fifth-
yeah.
yeah, until
element?
he yeah, in the
Okay.
beginning of the fifth element.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
go Dune.
You just tell your
Topical.
descendants, right?
Yeah.
Until Rasalt shows up and we get that information, and then I'll go back with them real quick before the portal closes to find a suitable place to put that. Right?
I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah.
we're all like, yeah. They're just like time travel is real. That's what level they're on right now.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm
So,
blowing your mind.
yeah. While I'm here in the past, I'm gonna just generally look around. Where's the big nasty evil thing that's always on the horizon of my vision because I did a poor decision one day?
Oh, you would be able to see that.
It
Right.
is
It's
to
a direction.
the south, southwest.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Is that consistent?
it's more south than it had been previously. So like the
Okay,
first time you
good.
noticed it, it was almost straight west of you when you first got it, and you were in the gardens. It was almost straight west. And as you've moved,
No, I mean back in time. Is it in a different place?
yes,
That's what I'm asking. Okay,
yeah. So
further south.
yeah, so like it was west of you from that location. Then you've gone north a little bit, so sort of like a west by southwest. But now it is
Gotcha.
more almost directly south.
Okay, so yeah. All right. Well, definitely a different time. Definitely things happen. Yeah, I don't know that there's much else other than he's already formed the scepter and he's fighting currently. Right?
Yes. They performed a ritual.
Yeah.
Already.
All of them. Yeah.
At least the one that's here in this temple.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Well, if he was here, then we could talk to him, but he's not here, and I don't want to get too far away from my only lifeline back to everyone and everything that I know.
Yeah. Okay, you go back through and I'll find out real quick someplace that we can maybe find to put this information at.
Sure. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, we're just talking to each other. And look at them finally as they're probably trying to catch up with the conversation. Well, we'll be back one more time, right?
Maybe.
One more time.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Like there's one more
yeah.
day.
Mm-hmm. There's one
Yeah.
more day of the ritual. This will complete the third day.
Okay. So we might be back tomorrow, I guess. If you can speak with Result before then, that would be great. If you can't, understandable.
How often do you come in this room? Every day?
No, this is used only for big ceremonies. Literally, I was just cleaning and noticed the book, and I was like, no one should have been in here.
So we might not be back tomorrow. Okay, so game plan. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Start transcribing now of the things that happened.
They
So,
don't know
and
what
then
happened
start.
yet.
Yeah, but we've shown up, right?
Hmm.
My name is Tita. This is Lanolin. And
You want them to start journaling so that we can find
yes.
it. I see what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah. So that way, if there's a month, a year, whatever, in between
Sure.
times, in between days for us might be who knows how long in between these times. So this way we can figure out what this time gap is, at least from our day to now. But also, if they talk with whoever, Rapscallion, I actually say his real name, Rassault. If they talk to
Every time a
Rassault,
different name makes him
Yeah,
a little more
yeah.
angry.
so if we talk to Rassault
Uh,
before this time that we get back, we'll be able to have the same discussion.
mhm.
So
I
every
get-
day at midday, come and stand in this spot,
Okay.
Are you
and then
forming
I'm
a
gonna
religion
find.
right now?
You notice the
Yeah.
portal begin to start to shimmer, start to wane a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Let it only
this
go
was nice.
through.
This is cool. Bye.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, just
Shit's terrifying. I'm not staying there.
have the documents near Peshora if I don't ever come back.
They sort of look at each other and like shrug and accept.
It's like I'm watching you, and then I dive back through the portal.
Write about me,
Yeah,
says the time traveler.
Nice. You dive
I'm
back
like,
through as it finally
Yeah.
like closes, the classic scene, where your foot goes through just as it
Yeah.
finishes closing, and they
I'm making a hitchhiker's guide.
nice. From their perspective, you just disappeared from existence for no reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is how you form a cult.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
it's like this is essentially Rick and Morty when they go through the portal, and it's that guy that has like the wine and stuff.
Yeah, I would like an in and out adventure and not to be stuck there for the rest of my natural life.
Yeah.
I think that's
I like
fair.
how you said your natural life.
Yeah, because if he's gonna be stuck in there, he's gonna figure out how not to be
Yeah.
mortal.
Yeah.
That might end badly for the entire timeline. Let's not do that.
Yeah. It's not that I don't trust him, but I don't trust him.
Danga.
So I relay all that information on, I guess,
Yeah.
our current plan.
Land like makes an illusion of like a board with many tracks to explain time travel. Like, yeah, so we went back to here. They're gonna leave a book and it's gonna go around to there and see it's a time heist, kind of reverse time heist.
Yeah. Then the
We
TVA shows
incepted.
up.
It's a mixture of a time
Oh,
heist
no.
and Inception.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. Well, then, yeah, as everyone notices, the light dims just a little bit. It isn't as painful to see. Noon is past. And yes, it continues on without incident through the night. Does
I
anybody
mean,
want
technically, we could just keep redoing this, just keep pulling off the scepter and putting it back on, so we just get more days.
We don't even know that it'll close when we're done, right?
Yeah, we don't. Yeah,
No.
I mean, we just don't know. We're gonna find out.
Mm-hmm.
It might.
Go for it.
Sorry,
Mhm.
go ahead.
No, by all means, whatever.
I was just gonna say maybe like as soon as it's done and it gets its full power, so maybe we probably shouldn't even go through. Right? Maybe it drawing energy this time is creating these portals. So as soon as it's been anointed, it's going to sever all that stuff. So maybe at some point during midday, it's like boom, and then
It's a cutoff.
whoever's on the other side, it's immediately cut off.
Yeah, well, I guess
If
we'll see
anybody goes
tomorrow.
through, tomorrow it's sunny.
Yeah, so the night passes. No incident. Nothing, whatever the gnolls are doing or whatever is up on the floor above you either doesn't know you're here or doesn't seem to be bothered. Does anything special? Anyone another long rest if anybody needs it.
My one thing back. Why not?
I want to take a kobold with me.
Wait,
I'm
what, you
actually.
trying to go back to the... Okay.
I just want to go back to where we found Bashor. So I'm gonna move out here first, and then if I move down here, right? Where was that? That line was probably like right here before it triggered, right?
You're real close. Knowing that
Yeah.
there is a thing there, as you get closer, you can feel it. And you're like, "Whoo, that's a little spicy."
Can I notice anything in like this area, at least from my I know it's a huge distance, but maybe notice if anything has changed, any boxes that or something. Maybe they've added something to house something.
In the front, no. If it was in the
Okay.
back or if it was in the bottom part of the statue, you are unable to see it.
Okay. All right, that's all I'm not going to worry about trying to trigger that and then go back. So I'll do that tomorrow if I need to. Hopefully if they're there and we can talk with them.
It just followed you just to make sure.
Yeah.
Everything's good. All right. All right.
That's all I was.
Okay.
Kobold comes with me tomorrow.
So, like I said, the night passes without incident. The morning comes, again, breakfast.
Too bad
Several
we didn't
hours.
Kill
that?
that chef. I was like, that's too bad that we killed that chef, or that the chef was killed. Probably went upstairs and got some food.
He was evil, question mark.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the food probably wasn't all that good.
I mean, I could have purified it.
They were eating people.
So food is food.
You can't purify.
No, Tita. No.
You can't
You're
purify man meat.
It's like man meat's back on the menu, boys.
No, it's
Do you
not
know-
on the menu.
Do you know what people eat? Man meat is terrible.
Mhm.
I don't want any long pork. No, thank you.
As
It's like sausage.
So, as you are waiting, for the noonday to arrive, you can tell the room starts to get a little bit brighter. It is happening again, and this time you see a light source at the door. Right, it's
shit.
not this normal place, and this light begins to grow more than the portal did. And it is human shaped. It is most definitely man shaped.
Is it friend shaped or?
Yeah.
Rassault?
It is a sort of like it's almost ghostly, but more bordering on like radiant, I should say.
This is gonna hurt.
It sort of solidifies into a rather imposing man with a long beard, who wears gleaming armor adorned with symbols of the sun. You notice in his belt is a very a known item to you. Scepter of Faiths, the original version, the one that you found broken in that crypt so many months ago.
Rassault?
So the message got to you, probably.
It did. They were able to reach me. Luckily on the battlefield we do keep good communications. I was able to make it back in time. They said about the noon hour when the sun is the strongest in our temple. So I thought that would probably be the best time for me to try to cross over.
But how long has it been? Are you still fighting
Yes.
a coup?
Yes, the battle against Akrul is still going on. The war is raging, though I was not in a current battle with him. It's the forces. I've left my army so that I may talk with you to realize that apparently we do not succeed. Is that so?
No, you do, but you stick him in a hole. You don't kill him, and then he got out of the hole.
Yeah, if you don't believe me, and I'll look around for the big nasty black spot on my vision and just point it out to him, because he should be able to see it too. See that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. He got better.
Wait, so you're basically pointing in the direction of a cruel, which he would be able to do. Yeah, so he can use
Because
his
he
weapon.
has this faith, yeah.
Yeah, so he sees what you're, like, he understands, like, as you described it, he understands what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't need to ask why. That's fine.
Yes, he does not see, but as he, like I said, it was at the door that he sort of manifested himself. He walks closer, and he walks over to the altar to look at the new Scepter of Faiths. And he seems genuinely shocked at the look that you chose to go for. His is a very simple stick with a ball at the end of it. It's simple mace Morningstar type. And yours is more like a mace mixed with a cat of nine tails, so...
We thought that we needed more range, yeah.
Different time, different measures.
Yeah, we figured he has some flexibility, so we'll bring
fits
the
the
range.
wielder.
Very well, okay. Interesting.
So, did they tell you about trying to transcribe? Because obviously you haven't imprisoned a cruel yet. So, did they talk to you about transcribing some documents and maybe on tips and tricks
Yes,
to fighting him?
they had mentioned the idea of telling you what I do, and though I don't know what I will do. I mean, I guess that's
That's
the beauty
that's
of this situation. It's whatever I figure out is what you will eventually know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it kind of blew our mind too, and everybody else's, that we realized that we're time traveling.
Okay. Yes, I will. I mean, as much information I think is pertinent, and whatever I learn, I will. I will pass on to you. They said you wanted in the main hallway right outside.
I was running out of time, honestly, and I was trying to think quickly. But I mean, it could be like in your burial chamber, in someone else's burial chamber, just somewhere on this floor in the temple, maybe a secret hiding place that only you know about, that or someone else that knows about. Because, and I don't know how to put this delicately, this temple in our time was corrupted when we found it. And we had to clear, and we've cleared all the evil out of it. But then also when we got into this room, it was sealed with a wax seal. Do I remember what this wax seal looks like? Did it have any designs on it?
I mean, it was arcane in nature. Probably
Magical.
You probably don't know it well enough. You specifically, Landvillin would.
Yeah,
I'm saying, like, could we describe maybe what the seal looked like, so maybe he would maybe kind of know what or who had that kind of seal? If it, I'm thinking like a wax seal, like kings would have their seal stamp on stuff, so it's kind of
No.
it'd be
significant.
similar
It's
because
from
it's
them.
magic, right? Whoever made it would leave some trace, like who they are. But yeah, it wouldn't be like
It's more like the wax was used to seal the cracks between the doors and the wall.
Okay.
The runes or the sigils or whatever were done in dried blood. Well, done in blood.
Yeah,
Or
so
dried in time.
I'll let Result know that it was definitely evil in some way, and I could reproduce the runes if I wanted to.
And we point out the dead guy that's over there, anyways, and what his robes look like.
Forgot about him.
He sort of walks over and he says, "I do not recognize this symbol. Either they are hidden in my time or they have not yet formed. But I'm sorry, I can't be of service as to what they are.
No, right. And my biggest thing is that I'm just trying to convey that it needs to be somewhere concealed and it needs to have a very tight group of people that only certain people know where it's at because of, this guy and then, everybody else that's going to eventually take over this temple before we come
says
through to kind of...
I don't know what happens to the graves in your time. I know grave robbing is a thing that has always persisted, so I won't leave it in any of our tombs. I will get someone. I will commission a secret in the altar at the end of the room at the foot of the statue, the one that holds the scepter.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
I will get a secret compartment placed in there, and
Love it.
only tell those who must know. But yeah, that secret
Okay.
should be safe.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's with the palanquin?
What-
Yeah.
What?
So we found the hole that he was stuck in with a palanquin that had a light spell cast on it. What the hell's with the palanquin?
Yeah.
Well, the palanquin is just something. Would be in my room currently.
Your room.
Yeah, my room here. I live here.
Oh, no. It's in the pit where you put a cruel.
Oh, I don't know. I hadn't thought to put that there. Why? You said it has light on it?
Yeah.
And now you figured out how
You're
to,
welcome.
how to capture a rule.
Okay.
We just disrupted time.
No, we completed the loop.
Mhm.
Back all those years ago going, what the fuck, a palanquin? And now it's just going to be a palanquin again because we said, a palanquin?
I mean, he is one of darkness, so I guess sunlight. I mean,
The light makes sense. The palanquin doesn't. Why do you have a palanquin in your room?
I mean, look at him. He probably rides in that thing. Right?
Yes, it's a form of travel for special events, and he points to the symbology on his shining armor of the sun. It's just, for lack of a better word, it's just the shtick that he goes through, right? That's the motif. That's kind of who and what he is. He says it in better in real terms. I'm not sure what that would be, but he says, the sun protects me, and with Lord Amaratu, or I'm mispronouncing it, his guidance gives me this and that, and in a holy version he says that's just his image, and that's what he does.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, he says so. Yes, he says that's who we are, that's who I am, and if that is needed in there, I don't know if that did it stop. It didn't stop him though. He still was able to be freed.
Yeah, he had help from a
Outside help.
yeah, underling.
If
you want to just kill him this time so we don't have to do this, that'd be great.
I mean, that is my plan. I don't know why I would not have killed him. If that makes any sense, I don't know.
Sure.
Things happen,
We're rooting
You know
for
what
you.
Lasef is?
Do I know what is?
Do you know where Lasef is?
Yes. Yeah, I've heard of it. Why?
It will be significant to you later.
Okay, that is quite ominous. And with that, you hear a loud explosion behind you.
Oh. Like behind us?
Scepter's done.
No, behind you, at the door.
Oh.
as the
Love it.
large brass doors are blown off the hinges.
Good.
Loud,
That's great.
loud
Love it.
explosion. As the smoke and soot clear from it, you see a man, I guess, for lack of a better term, in black armor. And next to them is a large demon known as a Vrock.
Vrock the
Cool.
Caspa. Vrock the Caspa.
I was gonna say what the Vrock.
This armor-clad figure.
Writing that down.
This armor-clad figure steps forward from a sort of noxious-smelling cloud, and the sort of like open helm reveals a face twisted with anger, rage. They're wearing black armor, decorated with silver serpents that rise up along the breastplate. And they look sort
Love
of like
it.
a dark knight or a demonic knight.
That's gonna be a delicious meal for Sunny. That armor.
And it depends.
And with that, we will. We are already currently in combat. Let me get rid of that. Okay.
Before we start, let's see what time it is. It's
1.
1 a.m. Been at this for 2.5 hours. We still good?
Probably for another hour, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get combat started.
Ready to
Physical,
rumble! Did I roll? Did not roll.
Do not see
Oh.
a roll.
Yes. Nope, there it is. Ooh.
I see Tita and Lance so far.
Trying.
Radio.
Can't find the thing.
Can't.
Yeah, I can't find initiative on the new sheet.
Oh, look at that!
Nice.
Nice.
You can also just right click on your portrait and click the little crossbow things.
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
Then you have to make sure you open up combat encounters,
Yeah.
Mhm.
which is what was holding me up.
On your sheet, just hover over where it says initiative on your plus or minus whatever, and click on the roll button.
Mhm.
It's like a nasty sulfur smell when this thing appeared.
Yes, it is definitely a form of hellfire.
Okay.
Do you think they understand Infernal?
Probably maybe.
I mean, they might.
We're gonna find out.
I'll just curse at it in Draconic.
I threw a ghost in. That'll stand in for Result.
I'm wondering if he's gonna fight with us.
I'm trying to think. Do I have anything better that? I mean, it doesn't. I guess the image doesn't really matter, but it's like a ghost works.
It's like, man, Rasalt, who you bringing with you?
Okay, well, start combat. And first up is Ridial.
Does Sunny have a weapon?
Does who?
Sunny.
He should. I'm pretty sure he keeps every unaccompanied weapon he can find. Does he not?
Yes.
Yes.
Otherwise, I needed to chuck you the hand axe, at least.
Ooh, let's not do that. So this big guy is the demon, yeah?
Yes,
That's
that
the
is
Vrock?
the Vrock.
That doesn't count as a humanoid, does it?
No. It is a large demon or a fiend.
Oh, that
Oh,
about
yeah,
is
it's quite
fiend.
What I'm
large.
asking is, can it get charmed? It says a humanoid, so probably not.
Then no.
I think that's what this does anyway. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Anyway, while I'm still out of range of him, I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
On the ceiling.
How did you get on the ceiling?
I've been on the ceiling.
So you slept on the ceiling?
You're probably right. I guess I'm not on the ceiling.
Run up the side of the wall.
Yeah, like I'm maybe here on the ceiling, having run up the wall. Is that okay?
Okay. Rocks can fly, so.
That's fine.
Okay.
Is that fine?
I mean, if he does something to knock you down, you will fall the 25 feet to the ground.
I don't think they can knock me down unless they like chop my legs off.
If he does like a grapple, he would be able to pick you up and then could just release the grapple.
Are you threatening me?
I'm just saying, like, he has giant wings. Like, if you're like, oh, I can sit on the ceiling and I am impervious to damage, it's like he can just fly up and
I
attack.
did not think that in the least. I just like the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only thing would be like knockback. Then you'd have to start thinking about geometry. Well, that's not. It's like, oh, well, you're not in contact with the ceiling anymore, so I guess you fall off, and oh my god. D&D was not made for this.
I don't know if you know what I'm gonna do, but you do.
You're gonna shoot.
Who you attack?
I think I will attack the summoner guy.
The demonic knight.
Yeah.
23 will hit.
Oh, I also want to put out Hunter's Mark. Sorry.
Okay. Make sure you cast it.
I am.
Gotcha.
Okay. I don't know why I still have Hail of Thorns on, but I did.
Mhm.
Okay. Normal. 5's pretty good. Why did it roll Hunter's Mark? Because I clicked Hunter's Mark. That's why. Normal on that guy. Haha.
Nice.
Wait, that was your attack. You had already hit. You rolled a 23.
I hit the wrong button, sorry.
Gotcha. I was like,
What a waste of a 20.
you don't get to roll a d20 as your damage.
Why not? Okay. 12. And then psychic damage. Which I believe is a 6. Is it a 6? No, it's a 4.
Yeah, it's a d4.
Which is a 2.
Mm-hmm.
I can stay at 2. Okay, that's that attack.
Mm-hmm. One more attack.
It's a very confusing crit that doesn't mean anything in the middle. Ugh. I'm so confused. I'm gonna tell you, I'm confused because these buttons look different, even though they're in the same place.
Interesting. That's a hit.
Yeah. It was almost a 20. It was a 19. +1. Eight.
Not bad.
Plus all that other stuff. And then Hunter's Mark. Which is a 2. Am I allowed to reroll Hunter's Mark with that one ability I have, or is it just my damage?
Just the piercing damage.
Okay.
It's only the one with the actual bow.
Right, well then that is it for me. I have moved, used my bonus action, and did my 2 attacks.
Okay. You
Time
have
to get
done,
Vrock.
you have done a hell of a lot of damage to him.
Yay. Uh-oh. Yay?
Is there anything else you want to do?
No. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Okay. Yes, I would like to fire again. Can I do that?
No.
But I rolled a 20.
No. You have used both of your attacks.
Okay, I'm done.
You'd have to become level 12 fighter to get a third attack, I think.
You don't think I'm cool?
I mean, I think you're pretty cool.
The haste spell.
Oh, yeah, and the haste spell.
Mm.
If only
Yeah.
someone could cast haste on you.
I want haste.
Not until level 7.
Well, he's pretty mad about that. So, the Vrock, seeing you as a target, as a threat to the owner, because, like I said, he's going to react to the damage. So, Vrock will come at you.
Butts.
That's the correct response, yeah.
Mm.
So, first he's going to swipe at you with his talons.
How tall is he?
He is large, so he's about 10 feet.
Did you say the ceiling was like 20 feet, 25 feet?
Yeah. I mean, he has a fly speed of 60.
Okay, so he's fine.
Yeah. Ooh, a critical failure.
Oh.
That's good.
It's like, oh,
What,
I'm like,
that-
oh no.
I'm on the ceiling and I just go, ah, and he misses.
And then he will attack with his beak second.
Oh, a critical hit.
A 14.
Miss.
Okay. A 15-foot radius cloud of toxic spores.
Oh, yucky.
Actually, no, that's an action. That's not a thing he just has. Sorry. So he cannot do that. But it is something he can do later.
Yay.
That is the end of its turn. Next up,
Cool.
Tita.
So, is he on the ground enough that I can hit him? The Vrock.
Hit him in the
No.
butt.
He is 15 feet in the air.
So I cannot hit him. Okay. The other thing is, for me to activate the sword, did we say that was a bonus action, or is that just something I could do? I forget.
Which sword?
I'm
The
not
flame
su-
tongue short sword.
Oh, flame sword is like you could just do it. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, but like I have to say something. I have to
If-
say
Yeah,
it
but
and
it's
say it.
it's a miscellaneous action. It doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
like, if
Yeah,
anything, it might be
speaking
a
as a free
reaction,
action.
but I think it's free.
Okay.
I mean, speaking as a free action usually, right? So you just being like,
Yeah.
flame on.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna run
activating
up
an
to this
attuned
guy
item
and yell Ignis as I'm running up there. And we're gonna swing. Oh. And we're gonna swing. $20 hit. I'm gonna say
A
probably yes.
20 does hit.
Yeah, roll some damage. And then other damage. That's 17 damage. Is he
Not
still
bad.
standing?
He is, though he's not looking good.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna swing again. I don't know why I clicked on it again, but
That's a hit.
that went on a trip.
Mhm.
Normal damage. I don't know why I'm not hearing my dice roll. That's kind of weird. Some more, about 11 more damage. How messed up does he look?
He's bloodied, so he's below half,
Okay.
which he was not before.
Flurry of blows. As soon as I figure out how to get there. There it is. There it is. This one. I always miss these anyways, but I'm not going to miss that one.
That's a hit.
some damage. Well, what? Glad I got those bracers. 17 hit.
I can't remember. The roller always wins, right? On a time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you win.
Julio. 4 more. 8 more damage altogether.
Whew.
And he's already talked once. We'll be fine. Well, that's it.
Sounds good. Okay, and that's all you can do?
Yep, that is all I can do.
Okay, Myrna, it is your turn.
Okay.
Myrna, it is your turn.
Immediately, we are going to fly into a rage.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh, wait. I can't just
Maybe
press
not.
it. Wait, hold on. Okay. We're going to rage, and we're going to approach this guy here that's standing next to Tita.
Mm-hmm.
And as I rage, Myrna's cool draconic ancestors transparently raise around her, and she is going to attack this guy with her great axe. One sec. Wait, no, not the great axe. The bastard sword. Let's see. Nice.
Wow, very, very nice.
Very nice. We're like, say good night.
Nice.
24.
Jeez.
Damn.
Okay. And let's see.
Should have given this
and
guy more health.
cool. All right, and since he has fallen by Myrna's hand, she whirls around and she's gonna try to get Mr. Wait, it's flying, but since it's so big, can she still like hit it?
Because you have reach, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, since I still have movement, we're gonna do another cheeky movement, and we're gonna try to hit Mr. Vrock.
That'll hit. 9 damage.
+2 because I'm raging, or is it just 1? I don't remember.
I think it's 2.
Yeah, it's raging.
Okay, so she hits the rock in the back. I'm guessing since the guy died, hopefully her ancestors will start looking at the rock, and that is my
Whoever you
turn.
hit, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
She's screaming. "Ah!"
It's a new skull.
Arnold?
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. It is a new score. Sunny, you're up.
Sounds good. Sunny is going to there. He doesn't have any kind of reach in melee, so he's going to cast
Guiding fart.
Guiding Fart. Ugh, there's a 13 hit.
The Vrock, no. No, it's not.
Alrighty, that's it for me then.
Okay, Land, it is your turn.
All right, well, there's a big thing. At least it's far away from me.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's cool. I mean, we've been sitting here for so long. I have every spell.
Yep.
Stupid do I want to be?
So stupid.
Yeah,
You're not had anything to do for 4 days. Besides mess with people and other times.
Yeah, so we'll do 5 charges of the magic missile wall.
Oh, Jesus.
That seems fine.
Whew.
I will need to change to... I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that. I can only cast it at my level, so I'll cast it at 3rd level, so 3 of the charges.
Okay.
But do. And it's just going to... What? Okay. Oh, right. That's right. It does something weird. It's supposed to be how many 1d4 plus 1s, but it does a like 2 times 5 for some reason. It's supposed to be 3d4 plus 3 to start, and then 1 for every level, so that would have been 6d4 plus 6. So that's what I'll roll, because it just doesn't get it.
I think it just rolls 1 dice and then applies that throughout.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah, it did.
So you rolled a
2.
1, so it did. So it's 1 plus 1, and then it shot 5 darts. The starting 3.
I mean, that's fine
1
too.
for second and 1 instead of rolling. I mean, it's up to you if you want to have them. Like, it seems like it'd be better to have it all different dice, because you're more likely to get the average than just...
Well, let's see. I mean, split the difference, or just take 10.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
That's fine. 18 works for me.
All right. Well, that is the magic missile. From what I saw, yeah, we'll do bardic inspiration. How bad does this thing look? Does it look fine?
It looks
Does it
good.
look good?
It looks
Oh,
good.
okay. It looks fine.
Not
It's
bloodied.
pretty big.
Sure. Well, then, bardic inspiration on to sun. You got the bardic inspiration. Yep. And then that's our friend. Yes.
Yep.
Just gonna move over here. Yeah, just closer to our friend.
Okay.
Just another shield if I need it.
He doesn't seem to do much.
Yeah.
Having the Vrock there, he doesn't. He's sort of I guess you could say he's more like guarding the scepter than anything.
That's
You
fine.
can't even see it.
If the Vrock comes over, it'll be close enough to him too. That's fine.
Mhm,
This is all according to Keikaku. Keikaku means plan. That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Just anime me.
Then it is Ridio's go.
Again?
Yeah, we fast. There's only like one. Well, now one
Right.
enemy.
I'm gonna try and
Yep.
do a thing.
The other guy didn't even get to go.
Yeah.
He started it.
Try and do a thing. What would you call it? A grapple to try and just straight up jump on this demon from the ceiling?
Yes.
I think so.
Mhm.
Right. I'm gonna try and grapple this demon with my feet.
Monster Hunter.
Okay.
By with my feet, I mean I'm gonna just I'm gonna let go of the ceiling and jump on this guy and try and knock him to the floor where everybody else can hit him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean if you grapple him, then you will. I would argue that you could essentially stop his wings, which would cause the two of you to fall in a controlled enough manner that neither one of you will take damage from the fall.
Okay.
And that'll
What would you like me to do to accomplish that?
an athletics check.
Can I do acrobatics instead?
Unfortunately, no. Grapple
Still said
starts.
no.
Grapple starts with athletics. The opponent can resist with either athletics or acrobatics.
That seems like crap, but alright.
I didn't write the rules.
You did because you're God.
Oh, okay.
That's not good.
12. Sorry, so he
Do I
succeeds.
have anything I can do to undo that?
Undo?
Yeah, like redo that.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. Like, do I have any inspiration anywhere? I don't think I do.
Mm-mm.
All right, what happens?
So you try and like grapple onto him and grab hold of its wings, and it's able to sort of force you off, and it pushes you away. Do you wish to stay on the ceiling, or do you want to go to the ground?
You tell me. Like, I jumped on this guy. I let go of the ceiling.
Then in that case, failing the grapple, you would have nothing to hold on to, and you would go down.
Yep. Now, you're gonna say no, but I have to ask. Does that give me any kind of advantage since I just like let go and dropped at this guy?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. Fine. What happens?
You fall the 15 feet to the ground, sort of knocks the wind out of you.
Sweet.
You still get an attack, but you would be prone. Would you
No.
rather take damage or disadvantage on the attack?
I'd rather take damage.
Take damage? Okay.
But I'm also gonna take my shot while I'm falling, so at least I look cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
it's the small victories, right?
Yeah.
Need you to make a Constitution saving
Doing
throw.
it.
Okay. Yeah, you succeed. That's a hit.
Rerolling that. Okay. Leave me alone, God. That's Hunter's Mark. And that's psychic damage.
Okay.
I am now on the ground.
You are indeed. The Vrock will lower itself to the ground, and seeing that it is surrounded,
9 points of damage.
Damage.
the three of you, well, everybody really, sees a cloud of spores extend out from the Vrock. Each creature in the area must succeed a DC 14 con save. I'll just do.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're one of the three, you can roll the con save.
Nope.
So that leaves
Immune to
Myrna
poison.
and Sunny.
Ooh.
Sunny?
It teased me by like hanging on that 18 for just like 1 second.
Yep.
DC 14 con save.
You can also just click the button. Part of his damage where it says the con save.
You can't find it. It's broken.
Yeah, I can't click it. There's no con save thing, but I can just click it on the sheet. Oh.
8.
We also.
Oh wait.
Can you be poisoned?
It's I have advantage to poison against being poisoned, so Cool game. Cool.
Well, that answers my question.
6, 7, 8, 9.
You can use the Bardic Inspiration if you want, or you can just save it on bashing them.
So
I don't think I'm gonna make it on a Bardic Inspiration.
It is a 8, but yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
you have all become poisoned. You will take a D10 of damage. I rolled a 1.
Yay.
At the start of each of your turn. Tita, you're up.
Okay, so if I enter that, is that like Poison Cloud that I have to also roll it if I would go to enter it?
You know,
Or is that just that turn?
Yeah, I don't know if it's persistent or not.
Cloud extends around corners. At the start, your target can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turn. Or emptying a vial of holy water on the target also ends the effect. It's got a recharge. I don't know. I think it's a one-time thing. I think it just shows up as it like shoots all the spores out and poisons.
Like a fireball,
Yeah.
and then it's gone.
Good, so I can run in and not have to worry about it.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run down to here and pull my sheet back up. Gonna slide that over. Da, da, da. The 16 hit?
It does.
Sweet. Damage. Wow. Great damage, guys. I'll take that, but... okay, let's... We're gonna swing again. Ugh, that did not...
I forgot about the sound.
Yeah.
However, I am going to spend another key point and do Stunning Strike. As soon as I find
It is bloodied.
Hey,
strike. Target must receive a Constitution saving throw. DC of 16.
11.
hey,
Boom! So he's stunned until the end of my next turn, and everybody has advantage.
Nice.
And that's the end of my turn.
Very nice, very nice. Myrna, it's your go. You take 1 point of poison damage.
Okay.
I already did it.
Thank you. All right. We're already in the fray, so we're going to recklessly attack
With advantage.
with advantage.
double advantage.
He's still in the sky.
Nope, he came down to attack you.
Okay. Does. Whoa.
Nice.
Rolling those.
Mm-hmm.
The Vorpinator returns.
Mhm.
Hopefully. Okay, that's hit number 1, and we're going to attack it again.
You just have that damage go from Mert.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Okay, look, if you're
Okay.
gonna play with loaded dice, you at least gotta switch them out so we don't realize they're loaded, okay?
I'm sorry, Philip. I'll try.
Don't be sorry to him. Don't be sorry to him.
Myrna's really angry at this thing. She's like, you showed up. We were having a nice 4 days filled with sunlight and shit. And you stink,
Yeah.
so you gotta go. That's my turn.
Okay. Sunny, it is your turn. And you take 1
Indeed.
point of poison damage.
Ouch.
Oh, Myrna, you can roll if you want to try and resist the poison.
Oh, okay. Just Constitution, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Constitution 14.
I'm no longer poisoned.
Woo.
She shakes it off. She's like, ugh, okay. Ah,
Throws up a little bit. I'm good now. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good.
Nice.
Hey.
Really? Really? Are you
Sure
just
am glad I
sharing-
stunned this guy.
Are you just sharing the loaded dice now? Like, really?
It's a
Those
different-
dice are
is the
red.
thing.
Mine are purple.
All right, so you're all gonna be really disappointed in me.
Yeah.
That was me rolling to resist for the poison.
I mean, that's fine.
It's still a 20.
I cannot lie. That was a poison resist to clear the poison.
Just remember Bardic Inspiration, and if you crit,
Mhm.
it gets doubled too.
Womp womp. And then I was gonna. I mean, I probably wouldn't have this kind of insider information, but it's probably does it have resistance to necrotic damage as being a demon? Probably.
No.
You could say no. You could say no comment.
No, it's not resistant to that.
Okay.
There is stuff it is resistant to, but not that.
Then we're gonna upcast that to a 3rd level.
Yeah, boy. With advantage.
Oh, it's still hit.
Oh, it's still gonna.
Yep, 17 will hit.
Yep. Yeah, when it's a sure thing, inflict wounds.
Yeah.
Nice.
I would have also loved if that was a critical.
Oh, yeah.
I would have laughed at myself if it was 2 3s again.
Uh,
Okay. You take him down.
Philip's like, well, crap.
That went, yeah, that went a lot better for you than I thought it was.
Stun doesn't mess around.
Even without stun, I mean, yeah.
I say it didn't help that. Yeah, Riddle, like first turn was like, no,
into
fuck
that
this
guy."
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rydia was only 2 points away from bloodied on him. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Nice.
Damage.
It's because the arrows had extra momentum because they came down from the ceiling.
yeah, that's definitely the reason.
Never question the ceiling again.
Just, risk reward,
Always question the ceiling. What's going on up there? We can't touch it. It's like the realm of God. We don't know.
Rhea looks at the ceiling, and we shall never be parted again.
Oh.
Henceforth, man should walk on the ceiling.
You guys see Result sort of walk over to the altar.
Can we just assume that we roll through the poison?
Yeah. I mean, you may take 1 or 2 more points of damage, but it'll be fine. So Result walks over towards the altar, and like the staff is still, or the scepter is still sort of floating there. The light, sort of almost like pulsing within the weapon now. And he's just sort of like places his hands like around it. He doesn't touch it or anything. He just sort of like smiles warmly at everybody, and like you see almost like a burst of light just explode through the room, and everybody goes blind for a couple seconds, and then when you can see again, you can see he is holding the scepter, like kind of weighs it in his hands, like the heft of it and everything, and it's like, you've done well, but your journey is not yet over. And he sort of holds out his hand with it, with the scepter in it for someone to take.
Probably sunny, right?
I mean, it's there, Sonny, so
As he holds it out, he says, Ilmater's blessing is waiting. And as you take it, he vanishes.
Man, that's so vague. Why don't you tell us
We
where to
didn't-
go?
Well, maybe he thinks I had to figure it out, so they have to figure it out. You know, generational
I
teasing.
I guess so, but
Confusion.
isn't that really
Mm.
silly when it comes to something that's gonna maybe destroy everything? Like, why do we have to solve a fucking puzzle?
I mean, why should
Hey.
he care? He's already dead.
Maybe he left it in his notes. It's in the altar.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go check.
Come on, kobolds.
I mean, Ridial has it written in her notes.
Sure do. But it's vague as fuck. It says, in the 5th hour of morning, Ilmater's humble tier tempers. What the fuck does that mean?
We kill someone and are sad for 5 hours, and then it appears. Yeah.
Tita, what do you think about that?
What was it again? Read it to me. I gotta take this in.
In the 5th hour of morning, Ilmater's humble tier tempers.
Hmm.
And it's not like morning night. It's like morning sad.
I lost my window.
I lost my window.
Mhm. Well, yeah, we could check out that altar. It may go off. Yeah, that's why you said you got the kobolds nearby. I'm just
I
waiting
remember a
for
whole
the protest. It isn't coming, so I guess we can use the kobolds, right?
I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Tita kind of sits down for a minute, and it's like I'm trying to remember something. And then it's like from long ago, and kind of looks at her holy symbol. It's like this is something. At first, it just seemed like jargon, but Ilmater was someone that she worshipped. It was her deity as a cleric, like a long time ago, right? So the name is familiar. She's trying to piece together more, right? Like Ilmater was like a person that endured a lot for the people, and just for he's the one who endures. Ilmater humbles near.
Humble tier.
Humble tier?
Humble tier. Sorry.
Hmm.
Like crying from the pain or the
Yeah.
sadness that he takes from people.
Sniff, sniff.
I don't know. I was supposed to be remembering something from that too, but I'm not.
You do
I don't
know
know if I
that
actually
you
got to that
used
part.
to the temple that you would worship at is the temple of the world asunder, of the world sundering world. Yeah, temple of the sundering world, and
Yeah.
that is your home.
Yeah.
Do you know where it is?
I mean, technically, yes. Ooh. But where
once
am I?
was.
Yeah, where it once was. Where am I currently? I mean, it's kind of known. We've talked about it a little bit.
Let's get you a map and be like, point onto the map where
Yeah.
the village touched you.
Uh-huh.
Providing I know this side of the continent, which we should, because I remember I looked at the map before, and I remember seeing some area. I'm trying to remember back.
Yep, it is in the. It's in the hills. It's in the mountains, not the hills.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The higher hills.
the highest of hills.
Mhm.
Yeah. The Temple of World Sundering is your home prior to the life in the gardens below. And yeah, with a little bit of help and a map or whatever, once you get to the general area of it, you would be able to get yourself the rest of the way there. So
Yeah. And we'll find whatever
You
is
got a
turning people
guide.
to stone.
well,
Right.
what turned you to stone was a basilisk.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know that.
I feel like we probably would have talked about that.
Oh, would we? I was just in a place with a bunch of stone people, right? I just remember hearing something, turning around, and then turned to stone as I
Yeah.
clutched the thing, right? I don't remember.
You're like, yeah, I turned around one day and then I saw y'all, so I don't know.
Did
The
you
slasher
turn me to
film.
stone?
Caught.
It was sunny all along.
Bob, Bob, Bob.
But yeah, I say we go check out these field notes.
Mhm.
Send a kobold to go get them. Yeah, and then find out why these guys came down here and what the heck happened upstairs, wherever they may have come from, right? Then we'll blow this popsicle stand.
So we keep saying that we're going to sacrifice the kobold, and I haven't heard any
wait.
screaming. Yes, I know. I was trying to.
You,
He said it
No.
like 3 times and you
Yeah.
didn't say anything and we were worried.
Just like, okay.
Yeah,
oh
like
gosh.
complete-
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm having some technical difficulties. I keep using the earbuds and then like one will die and I'm like, huh? No, there will be no
Listen,
nobody with a first and or the last name is getting sacrificed today, okay?
they're not, they could be lawful good.
It's a gamble. It could happen. Is
Just turn to the kobolds. Hey, are you guys good?
I mean, they got.
can I
they just
tell
got
if the
bunched
barrier's up?
For sure it is. It's been 4 days.
Yeah, but we told them to do some things. Maybe they helped us out. Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, they probably helped out. Like, why are
can't-
they hanging around if they're not going to help out?
No, not the kobolds, Denitra.
Sorry, I misheard
Yeah.
again.
The people in the past who were like, "Hey,
Yeah,
put
but
it
they
into
can't.
place." Yeah,
I talked to them and they said they can't adjust the magic because the magic is just there, and it was built as a defense system to protect them. So
Well,
they
we can
didn't really have a way to turn it off.
well, we can send
But
the
they
one
knew it.
lawful good person in the party in there.
The kobold, yeah.
No, the sword.
Can
Literally
you animate
lawful
the
good.
sword right now?
Yeah, I could.
Oh,
I
okay.
could go pick it up, theoretically.
Does it
I mean, you just kind of
have
slide
hands?
it out.
No,
I mean, you
but
could like scoot it, right?
yeah, it depends on where it is. She can at least find it.
It's supposed to be at the base of the statue.
Yeah. I mean, she can attack with like a
You know what?
slam.
Here.
I don't know.
Here, I've got the. Where am I at? Okay, hang on. I've got this. I'm just gonna go trigger it. I've got enough health.
Oh, okay.
Wait, hold on.
You both want to trigger it?
Just hold hands.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think it protects you from
Oh,
good and evil or energy at least.
let me
It's
see.
a different element. I can't. That
Is it? Oh, it's a Constitution save, isn't it?
DC
Or it's a save. It's not a
wisdom save.
attack, right?
Upon entering the shrine. But I mean,
If
it's
you
a
wanna go-
save,
if-
so.
If you want to go trip it, you have guidance.
What's that do?
Looks like a D4.
Better saves.
Yeah.
a D4 on a saving throw.
All right.
No, resistance is what you need, not guidance.
Oh yeah, its ability. It's checks, not saves.
What about any bardic inspirations?
Yeah, I could.
Still have it.
I never had it.
Oh, that's
Sonny
right.
yeah,
had
I
it.
can give it
I
to you
did.
if you would like. If you're gonna.
That's the case. I've got it. I'll go to it.
Whichever. One of us goes.
Someone's
got to
do it. It ain't gonna be me.
I'll just step back at the end of this hall.
Okay, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, we're both good at wisdom.
Theoretically,
Yeah,
I
you
should be.
fine.
But
Yeah.
last
Fine,
time,
Oh,
like I said, last time and this time,
Bardic Inspiration. It's a D8, right?
Yep.
yeah.
And no matter you make it or not,
Ugh,
hey,
I
you
rolled
got
15.
2 temporary health. Enjoy.
$23 points of damage.
21. And I helped.
I'm helping.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go check the base of the statue. Now that I'm just hoping that it's actually untriggered.
why am I so bad at wisdom saves? I should be good at this.
All right.
Perception check, please.
Yeah. Do I get advantage since I should know where it's at?
It's just a lower DC.
Yeah, okay, that works too. Watch me roll a 1.
You can find it. It's
Alright, just
a,
kind of.
yep, the back of the altar is, you notice the little crack where something has been, like a stone has been added. Well, like, was removed and then they put back and sort of faked a covering for it, so.
Mm-hmm.
False brick,
I
if you
open
will.
it and
Mhm.
is our parchment there?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm gonna take it out and hopefully it's still legible.
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
the pages have yellowed. Some of them are curled. Casting a mending spell on it wouldn't be a bad idea. But other than that, it's functional.
Or the redigitator or whatever that Charles has.
The what?
I don't know, that cleans stuff up.
Oh,
Prestidigitation.
prestidigitation.
Yeah, it's close enough.
No, I got mending. It's
I'm
fine.
like, where are the digits going?
And it's like, so Parsha, I don't remember the sword's name. I'm bad with names. You still up for coming with us? Or you want to stay here?
Yes. If you are trying to defeat evil and Accrual, I will help you on your mission.
Alright.
Parsha.
So I'm going yeah. I'm going to, as I'm walking back up to Sunny, I'm gonna hand the notes over. And just be like, wow, that was kind of a I didn't really think that part through. I was just worried about throwing bodies around. Oh man, could you think of they just walk in there one day and there's a body?
Yeah.
Oh man. What a time.
We should have done
Yeah, I know.
it.
Then they might have thought we were really evil.
Fair.
Oh,
So what now?
what are your plans now?
Yeah, so I think that's everything here, unless we want to really go grave robbing.
I bet that
No,
guy.
we
I bet
said we wouldn't.
we can't with the sword around, anyways. We just
True.
stick it in a corner and then come back and pick it up later.
Oh my gosh, I'm
What's it gonna
pretty
do? Come
sure.
after us?
I'm pretty sure she would notice, like, hey, that looks familiar. Like,
Mhm,
yeah.
Mhm.
We just never pull it out in front of her.
Oh my gosh.
What would that sword do if we had a bag of holding and put it in there? It would just be like, well, this is my life again, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Not much that they could do
We
about it.
just sense whatever was
Yeah.
in the bag exists there.
Yeah. But yeah, I bet it was the gnome that turned into the guy that summoned the Vrock. We never actually checked their bodies out. Should probably do that before we leave. Question
If you
mark
want
are the
to.
people that are better at perceiving than I am.
Is it perceived or an investigation?
I don't know.
It
If it's
depends.
investigation, I've gotten good on it, but
Investigation is sort of like looking for clues and whatnot. Perception is usually more to notice something.
I wasn't sure which you wanted.
If you're just looking over the dead body, then I'd say perception.
I'm gonna use my eyes.
Tell us what your elf eye sees.
23.
a lot.
Once you've killed the Vrock, it just disappears. It goes back to its home plane, so it doesn't exist there
Mhm.
anymore. And as far as the other guy, let me double check.
The gnome all along. Dwarf.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. The only thing is he would be his black plate armor, breastplate, with the silver serpents motif that rise up along the breastplate.
Eat it. Eat it. Eat it.
I already have plate armor.
Does
So then you could have a serpent with a skull. It's cool.
that seem religious? Excuse me, religious or culty in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes, based on all the fucking zombie snakes upstairs.
Do I know anything about it? With a 17 of religion.
Yeah, some of it comes back to you. Snakes, the imagery on the robes would be the religion of Set.
And are they close to here?
They're just one of those sort of like evil end of the world cults that have multiple locations, and they just try and destroy and bring the world to an end whenever they can.
Yeah.
Your classic
Asians,
doomsday
got it.
cult.
Yeah.
Classic doomsday cult.
Got it. Okay. Alright. I'll have a bone to pick with some people upstairs if we just kind of let them through.
Bone.
Yeah, so he wears, like I said, armor. Does it say what kind of armor? Half plate.
Half.
And, yeah, has a long sword as a weapon.
It's like, wow, that really did you some good, huh, buddy? She went for the old sneak attack instead of her exploding the door open.
Mhm.
Right? I feel like you can't sneak attack very well with a giant demon with you, though.
Yeah.
Maybe. Alright.
Yeah, I'll just I'll throw the longsword in party inventory as well. You can take a look at it later.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not in a magical room to see if it's magical. Yeah. pretty blinded anyways. Yes. Back upstairs then, unless somebody's got something different.
Let's hope that the orc said something so we're not trapped.
Well, this guy came down, so I imagine we're probably not.
As you guys are leaving, the sword, Pashora, says, you don't have to take the long way out if you don't want to.
What?
There's a short way?
There is.
We just ride the beam up?
No, that's silly.
Oh. There's an elevator, got it.
There is there's a tunnel down the hallway that'll lead you out
Which hallway? Up or down?
to the east, south, and then to the east.
Well, I mean, we can go back through it because it's discharged.
Yeah.
Secret tunnel
Yep.
through the ziggurat.
Will it take us
Do it.
all the way out?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
Yeah.
wanted to loot that body.
Which body?
The one that had the giant gemstone on that guy's crotch.
What?
Yeah, I'm not remembering that.
I remember that.
It's not a. It's
Oh,
not a
I
gemstone.
remember.
Whatever it is.
What
I
is
think
it
it was-
then?
I don't know what it is. I wasn't technically there.
I wasn't
Uh,
asking you.
Oh, sorry.
Was it a codpiece?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was on his crotch.
Oh,
It's a
wait,
cod.
someone
It's
had
that
the cod
thing.
piece? Who had the cod piece?
The guy that I killed, that I ran, had the hostage, and then I
Okay.
stunned him, and then we just lit him up right before
Gotcha.
the negotiations.
Got you. Okay.
Because somebody wanted us to try and be nice.
Look, Myrna may not be aligned good, but she tries to be a good person.
Yes, it was a gnoll who had a cod piece that had the, well, I can't remember what it was actually called, but essentially it was a nozzle for a bellows.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
How important is that to us?
You're the one who's talking about it.
I just wanted to loot that body because I killed it.
Loot that body.
That buddy.
And they were all upset because I was going to loot the guy's body right in front of them.
Yeah, imagine that.
The question is,
Yeah, no, go ahead. Rifle through my dead friend's pockets in front of me. Go ahead, I did. It's fine.
well, then the question becomes, what do gnolls do with dead bodies after 5 days?
Probably eat them. Don't
Somebody
they?
else is wearing the cod piece.
Yeah.
I'm going to go up there and be like, that's mine. I rightfully won it through Agni Kai.
Agni Kai.
Yeah, we can go off the tunnel.
I'm like, if you want to go, that's fine. I don't care.
Depends on if you want to make the dwarves happy or not. The four of you are the only ones that know where
Yeah, I
it
don't know
belongs.
anything about it.
Yeah,
Tita wouldn't
I just,
know.
yeah, I just thought we took it when we saw it. Like, I had no idea it was still there.
That was
I'm
so-
like, I barely remember that one.
That was pre-Christmas.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, we can always go get it and then leave the easy way. It will make the dwarves happy. We
Are you-
don't know where we're going yet, though, so we don't know when we'll see them again.
Yeah,
You
that'd
just
be
mail it
the
to-
big
you
part.
just mail it to him.
Getting it
Yeah.
back to the dwarves means you have to backtrack
Yeah.
pretty much the entire
Where's that?
continent. Well, the entire
Just tell the
area
other
that you
dwarves
zoned.
to take it back. They're practically related.
Fucking just have Anton's character show back up and
There you go.
we'll be like, hey, can you deliver this since you've been gone so long? Like, just take this someplace. Thanks.
He's a parcel runner now.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is the personal delivery boy of this party. Like, that's why he's still in the party. He's just running errands. They just take a bit.
Okay. I'll allow it. Yeah, that makes sense.
makes sense to me.
Gregory.
Gregory. All right, out the tunnel then.
Okay, as you head down that wall, or as you head down that hallway, you see it's a pretty nice hallway, and there's a bunch of doors there that lead to presumably tombs. Yeah. At the end, you see like a large set of double bronze doors, that have a golden tablet on the top of it, talking about Result. So, if you're interested, otherwise you can just head out.
Sure. What's it say about him?
It says the tomb of Shah Result, founder of Seraph, blessed son of the radiant Amani, slayer of a cruel, beloved of the free cities. Disturb not the most sanctified of spirits, for he has earned his rest. During times of tyranny, when the dead rose against the living, when the land was governed by dissent and inequity, he rose from the tyranny of life to bring light into the disheartened souls of mortals. With the united earthly faiths and the blessings of the gods themselves, he struck at the heart of a cruel and sundered him to hell.
I think some of those are lies, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, he did some stuff.
Yeah.
This quest, as we know, is very annoying, and if he did it too, I guess he gets that respect, right?
Yeah. Do I still have the hand axe on me?
Yeah, somewhere.
I thought maybe if anything had happened with letting them know that, like, hey,
Oh,
this guy
sure.
happened, right? Or this kind of thing happened. I
Yeah,
was
Back to the
curious if,
Future popped out of existence. Yeah.
yeah, if anything changed, so
Mm-mm.
to speak.
Nope.
Yeah.
Future refused to change.
The cults of Set are all over the place. So they at some point they probably just took over an abandoned temple.
Oh, so even the robe guy was a cult of Set?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I wonder if he could crash the skull in.
Dag nasty evil.
All right, out we go then.
Yep.
Secret tunnel.
Okay. Yep. You find the tunnel out. It just opens into a rubble and sandstone hallway. Easily
Sandstone?
rubble and sand strewn hall.
Strewn.
It's true, yeah.
Easily
I
passable.
heard Stoon and I was like, what did I hear?
Basically, it's a tunnel. It's about a half mile long. Once you get to it, ends in a narrow spiral staircase, and extends inside a massive pillar, and then it opens up into a remote set of the desert.
Man, if we'd known this was here earlier, we could have just cut out like the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have had the light to go down for it, but you know,
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah, then you would have had to work your way up, which theoretically might have been easier, but who knows? Yeah. So with that, you would be back in the main desert. I don't know if it'll load at this point for everybody. I'll put it there, but
Boom, boom.
so yeah, you guys are back in the desert. You've succeeded. Sunny, you hefting the mace around a little bit. It appears to be slightly stronger. It is now a +2 magical weapon rather than a +1.
Nice.
Struck.
And while you are attuned to said scepter, you cannot be frightened.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's going to come
Nice.
useful.
Maybe. We'll see.
Charles knows.
Oh, frightened. Yeah, well.
But- So, I guess, it's 2 a.m. here, so we'll go ahead and call it here for the night. Sort of as reference, heading back south through the desert will take you back through the only known pass through the mountain range, and that'll take you back towards Shieldfane. Is that right?
Shield something.
Yeah.
Shield
I
these
thought that was right,
nuts.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's like Shieldfane or something like that. I'll
Yeah.
get the full name. Once you get there, you can ask for directions if you need it to the Temple of World Sundering. A general direction. Once you get close enough, Tita, you will remember your home and be
Yeah.
able to find your way back. But yeah. So other than that, is anybody that's where we'll start up next time. Anybody have any questions or anything that they want to put out now to help remember for next time?
Level up? Question mark.
Yes.
Don't sacrifice the kobolds.
Yep.
Sacrifice.
They're not going to make it through the desert.
Oh my god.
They're half dragon. They'll
Emergency
definitely make it.
rations. Emergency
We'll give
food
them a
rations.
parasol. They'll be fine.
Why do you have a parasol in the desert? You didn't come here with one.
We can fashion one out of like a leaf or something.
We are like Tuscan Raiders coming through here.
A leaf in the desert.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
found that
like-
one tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it out of a palm frond like you see in those,
Sure, yeah.
You guys know what we should really do? Oh, we went up, got the cod piece. Never mind. Like we should just like go up and around and scare the people.
You know what we need is one more kobold in a trench coat.
Yeah.
You got two. You found
Yeah.
2 kobolds. Just to help you carry your stuff. So yes, you will all level up to 7. Yeah, I don't know if anybody wants to do that now. I mean, well, not on stream, of course. We'll save that for later, but we can do that later.
Nope. Let's say goodbye.
Cool. Well, yeah, we have been and will continue to be +1 shot. This has been Splinters of Faith. I hope everybody had fun.
Yep.
Ah!
Oh, what's that?
Cast us
Don't
out.
say anything else. Don't say anything else, Cassis.
Oh,
Uh,
I just wanted to say I wanted to wish Akira Toriyama a happy afterlife. We will miss him. Like, no, I'm being completely serious. Like,
No one's laughing at you.
It's just the phrase is not one that is said.
I tripped over my words because I got nervous.
Aw. Yes, he will be missed. I'm sad to hear. And something that just happened today when we were shooting.
Oh, not
I think it was actually the first, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh.
We just got the information.
Oh, I see. I get.
Yeah.
My mistake. I apologize. Cool. Well then, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Goodbye.